Check, 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 checkpoint. Check, check. Check it out. Check, check. What up, Mikey? Yeah. Calm down. Checking everything up. Chill out. Just chill the fuck out. We'll get here in a second. Check, check, check. What up, guys? We're gonna be going live here in just a second. I'm just blasting all the other social medias. We're gonna have a fun night. It's gonna be weird, wacky, and fun. Let's do it. What up, guys? How we doing? Hello, Twitch listeners, everybody. How are we doing? My name's Corey Adam. This is Corey Adam Live till I decide a different, better name for whatever the fuck this ends up being. Thanks for joining me. We have a really fun, weird show for you today. Special treat for the Steel Toe listeners. We got some Steel Toe news. That's pretty good. We'll also be joined at some point by Adrian, so that'll be cool. Hey, what up, Mikey? Godhand, Freaky Deaky, all the other people that aren't commenting but are here, hello. Thank you for loitering, enjoying whatever this is with us. I don't know. If this is your first time joining this channel or this show, my name is Corey Adam. I literally have no profession anymore. I was a stand-up comedian, but then there was a virus, and everybody says I don't get to do that anymore. So here we are. I don't know what I'm doing, but I am doing this for money. I hope it profits. I hope it's fine. Also, let me know about the levels, guys, because I went back to listen to it, and like, man, you guys are right. My levels is fucking crazy on this sometimes. What up? How are you? Hello. Get down, cat. Cat was trying to jump up. Daddy, don't play that. Also, kind of a fun news, and I think we're going to do this for the foreseeable future, but I actually have episode of the show is up on YouTube now. So if you miss it or whatever, you can go to YouTube because I can record it now. And so we will be recording the show live here on Twitch as we always do, but then it will also be able to be seen on YouTube. So that's kind of cool. It's just another way to get out there. I have a lot of people who just don't seem to fucking be able to understand how to work this. It's pretty crazy. Beat that pussy down. Okay. Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I did. You're right. Yeah, we got a great show for you tonight. I know most of the time we've been leading pretty heavy with a lot of the bullshit, as it were, of, whoops, there it is. The bullshit of all the, like, COVID shit and all that stuff we don't really care about and don't really want to talk about. Nobody cares, right? We don't care. It's not really that big of a deal, right? I mean, we're inside. Everybody's here. You gotta just, get through it or whatever. Let's see. Oz just texted me. What? Let's call Oz. See what Oz is doing right now. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. We'll see what happens. Is it gonna connect? There it goes. Shout out to Mikey. Thanks for the host. Let's see if he picks up. Or not. Nope, he did not. You know who just posted something though was Mr. Crutches. So let's get Johnny in on this. Lay down the latest on Corona news. Yeah, we can if you want. I was gonna avoid that or try to, I guess, but there's no real way to avoid it, right? It's just kind of what we are. Let's do that. Let's do a little cap. I feel like we leaned a little too heavy. So I feel like we leaned a little too heavy on this virus, if I'm honest. I don't want this, like, everybody knows that this shit is happening. I don't want this to be what we're necessarily known for, It's like, bloop, here's your update either way. Deaths are at 16,000. Recovered are at 101,000, so that's pretty nice, right? Cases are 378,000. These are total cases, total deaths. As you can see, it just keeps going up. Now here's our new numbers updated. Did I refresh this from last night? Let's refresh just to make sure. All right. There we go. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm fucking this up, right? There we go. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't see the chat room while I did this, but now I can, so there we go. Yeah, everybody likes Mikey Two Milks. Why wouldn't you like that? That's really cool. The real Donald Trump is here, and he gave $100. Thank you for that. Shout out to everybody that's given bits or anybody that has donated on my Venmo. My Venmo is Corey Adam Comedy. There have been a lot of people, and I really appreciate all of the donations and help that you can do. I mean, it really helps me out a lot, and I appreciate it a bunch. Cannot tell you that enough. These levels are gonna really bug me still, because the problem is right now my mic sounds like this, but in my headphones it sounds soft. But I'm gonna go with the soft one and just hope that's what happens. Oh shit! Incoming hype train. What? I didn't even know we had the ability to do this. Here we go. I'll have limited time to earn exclusive emotes. That's right, we have the emotes now, so we can... Oh, shit. Here comes the hype train. Stock them up. Here we go. Does it sound good? Yeah, I turned it down. I played with a little bit of the levels. I did a lot of stuff last night to look into how to mix this better. I'm actually going to get rid of, I think, these banners and these formats. There's a lot of dead panels that I don't know if a lot of you can see, but I mean it's pretty crazy. Like up here, like if you can see up on the top of this screen when the graphic is there, there's a lot of dead panels, and I'd like to not have that. I think there's a more streamlined way that I can do this, but again, I'm just doing what I can, as I can. So let's call Johnny and see what he's up to. I bet Johnny will talk. You guys want to bet Johnny will talk? Oz didn't pick up our calls. I bet Johnny will. Play cool. Play cool.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what up? You're live on the show. How's that make you feel?
Makes me feel awesome. Why are you calling me?
I
Don't you,
don't. I
you
don't
have
know.
you have more famous people you can get a hold of?
Yeah, but like not more unfamous people. I guess. I don't know. I knew you'd be.
Okay.
I knew you'd be available, so I took advantage of it.
Obviously,
Also,
the cripple's not doing
also, we're in the
anything.
middle of a hype train, so I had to just,
Well, fuck yeah.
yeah, the channel has a level 1 hype train going on right now, and I know that I'm not very good at the hype train stuff, so I thought you're an old hype train vet at this point. This is Johnny Crutches. He can be heard on Monday on the Steel Toe Show and other days that anybody else misses, right? You're just kind of the fill-in guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the bitch boy, I think is the popular term.
I just thought that I'd bring you on here because you were on the show today, right?
Yeah, I was on the show today.
Right. Have you checked Reddit at all?
No, I have not.
Okay, so this is what's funny for the audience of the Steel Toe Show, and this was pointed out to me by Mikey, but I mean I saw it as well. But there's a Reddit in Minneapolis that is just going after Aaron right now in the Steel Toe Show. And
Going after him for what?
for stuff
For
that he said this
flip-flopping?
morning. No. So this morning,
Oh.
so this is the post on Minnesota Reddit, and it has 235 Minnesotas. I gave it a Wisconsin, but it doesn't show the Wisconsins. If you're familiar with Minnesota Reddit, the thumbs up is Minnesota and the thumbs down is
And the
Wisconsin.
thumbs down is Wisconsin. Yeah.
So it's at 235 Minnesotas right now. So,
Uh,
but so here's the thing.
Lordy.
Here's the thing. Are you ready?
yeah, I'm listening.
The post says St. Cloud radio show spreading misinformation this morning. And then it says, "Good morning, a busy weekend. I'm very close to saying fuck the coronavirus, that this has been an overblown plague by eager media, thinking about advocating quarantines only for my senior people and compromised immune systems, the vulnerable. The rest of us can live out our lives and keep the economy going while we get a mild case of fever sniffles, if anything. The only thing is, if you say that, you are crucified by outrage brigade. Our first Minnesotan died. A really old lady who got sick, which never happened before coronavirus. Talking about it now, your thoughts." And that's like right off of his Facebook, I'm sure, right? But that's,
Right, yeah.
and I texted Aaron. I was like, "Man, did you see this?" And he goes, "Yeah, what do I care? It's true."
Oh, well, I don't know, like that's weird because Trump's going on like we're gonna do stuff about this.
The comment section is absolutely
Also
crazy.
saying-
Let's go through and thumbs down some of the comments right now. I feel like that's fine. Oh yeah, Mikey says Gary's getting calls. Gary is absolutely getting calls. Kurt Munger, oh what up, Hibbing? Those are shout out. Hey Oz, hi Oz. What you doing, Oz? Where's Oz? I didn't even see Oz. Is he in here? That hype train is not going. You're not really hyped, Johnny. You're not helping the hype train.
I normally do stuff to help the hype. Whoa, did this just close? Fuck.
You're really fucking it up. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna read the comments,
I have
right?
a cat trying to get in between me and my phone, so I'm trying to see the.
That'll
video
happen.
feed.
That will happen.
Screw
Yeah,
it.
Gary is absolutely getting off. Well, Aaron will be off tomorrow. Is he off? Did he announce he's off tomorrow?
I haven't heard anything. As far as I know, we were good. Like when I left the station today, but then we also had a talking to of like we have to let everyone know where we've been, like in the station. We're supposed to like do our stuff and get out.
Oh, the hype train left.
Uh-oh.
Pulled
Well,
out of the thing. We had a hype train though. That was pretty fun. But yeah,
yeah,
the
the
like
big
so
thing for
wait,
the
so
hype
what
train is
happened?
get subscriptions.
So
Those
what
will
happened
throw
with
it
your?
through.
So you said you had like a meeting or something. What happened with that?
Yeah, Gary pulled everyone together to go, hey, let's I gotta get some information to all of you, and we all gathered around, and he's just like, hey, so
Hey,
like if
everybody, I
you're
know we're
in the
quarantining,
station,
but gather up real close to each other.
well, no, we were managing to keep distance. There was a good, there was at least a good 4 feet between all of us.
Okay.
But yeah. So he's just saying like, let people know let him know where you've been in the station, and clean up after yourselves, and like get in, get out,
Sure.
don't lollygag, all that kind of stuff.
Dude, I'm
But
going to hit him
yeah,
up tomorrow and talk to him about phoning in like Oz does, because I can get on TeamSpeak and I have a decent mic now, but it's like I don't want to go drive all the way up there. And it's not even the station I'm worried about. It's just like, have you ever stopped at that Holiday gas station on fucking Clearwater and like
oh yeah,
94? Like the last Thursday, I was doing all my fucking shit, and then I had to go to the bathroom, and it felt like I was taking my life into my own hands by taking a piss. I can't even imagine what would have happened if I had to take a dump. I probably would have shat
oh man.
outside. I probably would have shat outside.
You talk about the Travel Plaza, the one with the big restaurant on it, or
Oh,
the
no. That one's even worse. I'm talking about the Holiday across the street from the Travel Plaza.
Oh God, no. Yeah,
The Travel
I don't
Plaza one
believe
is even worse.
that. Ugh. I haven't been near any of either of those. Like I got into doing Quick Trip, so I kind of usually go there to like just keep getting the gas coupon.
Sure.
But no, man, I'm pissed about all this stuff with the coronavirus because I like finally have a car, finally starting comedy
Yeah,
shows. I'm like,
you're
I'm gonna drive out
finally
to
mobile. Yeah.
Sisyphus, and it's like, oh, by the way, stay home, motherfucker. Damn it.
If you're just
Now I'm
joining us,
sitting here with my
we're on the
fucking thumb
line
up
with
my ass.
Johnny Crutches from the Steel Toe Morning Show.
Yeah,
Second
the
mic.
only thing of note is other people
That's
swear.
not the only thing of note. Okay, here we're
the
gonna go through these
significant.
comments though quick. All right, let's see.
Yeah, let's hear what's up.
Mikey says, let's talk about how if you eat cocaine boogers, you can get a high a second time. Is that true? I don't know.
I have no idea.
If you haven't like snorted your cocaine boogers, you're just not snorting right. Try being a truck driver. All the Class A restrooms. Oh, yeah. God, I couldn't even imagine. Like, watching the happy look on people's faces when they come by and are able to use a bathroom that doesn't look garbage at, like, the way stations and shit. Fuck, I can't even imagine.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
so this is the
yep.
Reddit, right? So this is somebody obviously posted this, right? And then the comments are fucking hilarious. Let's see here. It's almost like people should listen to medical experts and not legacy media entertainers. We're going to give that a Wisconsin. Oh, I got to log in. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch back over to camera mode so nobody can see my login information. All right.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, we got pretty liberal about the whole like we can't shut down the economy anymore over this thing. But then again, like Trump said the same thing. Like we can't. The American economy wasn't built to be shut down. So it's not like he came up with something radical like, oh, let's all start licking each other at random.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the whole thing, right? Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't know. What are we worried about? Like I said, I'm one of the at-risk people, and I'm like, what are we worried about? This is fine.
Yeah, but for
They're
you,
like,
that would just be like sweet relief, right?
Yeah, well, partially. But the other thing is too is people are like, you're at risk, and I'm like, yeah, it's effing Tuesday. I'm always at risk. Who cares? Like I'm done living my life at risk. Like so, whatever. I don't know why we're like. There's not even a huge turn-in of people going to the hospital for this stuff. So it's, oh, there's going to be a run on the medical facilities. Like, really? There's going to be a whole buttload of people? Because Idris Elba said he's fine. Tom Hanks was like, I felt blah.
So as long as rich people are okay, you're just like all on board.
No, I'm saying that people are getting this, and the overall like return is, we're good. Like the people that are, oh, I'm dying, are the people that are 80 years old and suffering from something else anyway. So that's kind of to be expected. Like if
What up,
I
Doima?
got it
How
and
are
I
you?
died,
Matt Doima says, hey.
nice. Good to see he's holding
Maxwell
up.
Super's there. We're going to be talking to Maxwell a little bit later today about how to keep your money clean. That was super cool. Get the notification for Johnny's show at BS. Bummer. What?
What?
Got the notification for Johnny's show at BS. Bummer.
Oh yeah, that Bees on the River. Yeah, that was last Friday.
Okay. Another reminder. Neat. Yeah, I mean that's the thing about this is everybody has to stay at home, and none of us are equipped to make money any other way. So, all right, here we got to get to these comments, right?
Go for it.
It's almost like people shouldn't listen to medical experts and not legacy media entertainers. Shut up. Like, you're on Reddit. Like, you're not a, like, and this is literally somebody called Forking Shirt Balls. Like, oh, okay, you're right. Let's listen to you about medical advice. Tell the lieutenant
That's a
governor of
name you can
Minnesota her
trust.
brother passed away over it from this weekend. Yeah, personal experience is anecdotal.
Oh,
These aren't even the
people
good
are
ones.
gonna
These
die.
are like the new ones. Like, there were some earlier today that were fucking brutal.
Does anyone have? Because Aaron was asking for this on the air. Does anyone have anything factual other than, oh, well, this is because, like, yeah, the government is saying it's serious, and looks like we're getting more serious
Here's one.
about it.
Stearns County in a nutshell right there. We have grit. No virus can get us. Welp, their lives, I guess. Nice stereotyping. Way to be above the people you were talking down to the exact same thing they do. Yep, there's a group of vocal idiots that don't represent a large portion of this population, me included. This is, I mean, these people are fucking lemmings. And, like, who the fuck heard something on the radio in St. Cloud and thought, oh, you know who needs to hear about this? Reddit, Minnesota.
You know who we got to stop? We got to stop that radio show
Right.
that's in
Right.
one area. Like, because clearly putting it on the internet won't give it even more exposure.
No, nobody cares. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Do crackheads get COVID? Yeah, no, I'm sure they do. I'm sure crackheads get COVID. I would be shocked if
just don't
crackheads
feel
did
it.
not get COVID, actually, if I'm honest.
But how do they get through it? Like, is it harder for them? Is it easier? Like, how does crack affect the immune system? That's my question.
All right, TC Twitch Bear added me. Thank you so much for the subscription. That is super awesome.
Woo! Thank you.
I know we're just rolling up the numbers. Hopefully, we're gonna get going. The what? How do you feel though? You feeling okay? Like, are you staying inside, or are you not giving a fuck for the most part?
I'm staying inside, but like I'm taking, I don't know, like I'd say I'm taking precautions, but I'm one of those people who's been washing his hands anyway, so that's not new for me. But
Right? Isn't it scary how many people you see talk about washing the hands like it's an inconvenience? Like, oh, you weren't washing your hands before.
yeah, like now I'm like reevaluating how willing I am to shake other people's hands. Like I used to think Howie Mandel
Were you
was like
really
overboard.
like that willing before?
Yeah, I was fine with it before. But now I'm like, I don't know where you've been. I, but no, this whole thing has got me like sort of on lockdown. But I used to live pretty much never going out until like a year or two ago when everything turned around for me. Like I kept getting more and more of being a shut-in. So the scary thing is I'm trying to do that
And
now.
audiences agree. You should go back to that.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm
How's
not
that
a
feel?
not
Does
a
that
huge
hurt?
fan. Not really.
Does that make you feel bad?
I wish. I don't know if I can feel bad anymore. Like, yeah.
I can't feel anything. Hello, Vital
I
Shock.
can't
How
feel
are you?
anything.
People are just
God,
going in the chat.
God's done a number on me, and I don't care. But
Any
no,
radio
it's
show that overuses sound drops and tells the dumbest King Kong jokes should clearly be looked at as public health authority. Yeah, right? I mean, that's about it. That's exactly what everything is. I mean, it's
we
this idea that you can interact with something that you know is commentary. You know, like I don't think anybody, and I love Aaron, but I don't think anybody sees Aaron ranting and you're like, oh, this is a medical expert.
Oh, I know. But that's why we have a doctor on the show.
Right. You guys also have a doctor on the show.
Oh, well, I mean, he's a chiropractor, though. How much of a
That counts.
doctor
No,
is
that
that?
counts. I want to
I don't know
hear.
what
I
they
want to
do
hear
for
his
skin.
opinions on stem cell research.
I want to know how he feels about late-term abortion.
That's right.
But,
like you, like your age late or what?
yeah, because I was talking with my mom about the other day. And we
Joyma
both
says,
agree
"Stop
if-
appropriating pimp culture, Johnny."
Appropriating pimp culture? No, I'm just using my condition to my advantage to enjoy pimp culture. Because if you're gonna have a cane, you might as well like have some swagger. But yeah, no, my mom and me both agree I should have been aborted a long time ago. So we're both seeing maybe we can undo that mistake.
Motor City Dave just wrote, I just read that you can catch it secondhand vape cloud. That is fucking terrifying. Oh shit. Real Donald Trump trying to get that hype change going again. Hype train.
Subs get it moving more than anything, people. Gift subs, extend your sub. That'll throw it up a lot further.
Whoa. Look at you. You know all the ins and outs of this now. You're a pro.
Yeah, because I've been helping Aaron do it. Oh my God, he took a nap today on the air, and I literally couldn't believe how fast that man can fall asleep. That's
Oh,
weird.
the commercial nap?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
not
dude,
even the
that's
commercial
the
nap.
commercial
He
nap
got
is
in
science, man.
those. I'm talking about he got a chair, and so he's letting the second mics use it because it doesn't fit very well, and it's like a high-end gaming chair.
Yeah, is
And
that
I
the
was
one you
like,
were
dude,
sitting in
this
today?
thing's yeah. I was like, this thing's like a Cadillac just for your butt. And he was like, oh, let me try the chair. I'm like, yes, try your effing chair. And we put it over there, and he literally just leaned back and started dozing off. It was crazy.
Freaky Deaky said, "So whose side are you on, Corey? Aaron or Reddit?" No, I don't. I don't trust either of those sources. I'm a 4chan
Aaron is
man.
both
I'm
neither
a
a source of
4chan
medical
man.
advice. Oh God, that should be what Wheel of Fortune does: is upgrade and just become Wheel of Fortune, and we just start picking all that apart.
Wheel of
Oh,
4chan.
4chan.
I would like, not to sound super creepy, but I would watch the shit out of some Wheel of 4chan.
Yeah, no, dude, we gotta make that scat. That's gotta happen.
The scat,
But
that
no,
scat.
sketch. I have speech impediment issues. We're
I
aware.
see
I'm
that.
retarded.
It's okay. I got
It
you.
happens.
You're all right.
It
We're
happens.
right here.
We're all here.
So
But
you
yeah,
you
until
don't care
coronavirus
about
gets
this Reddit shit? This doesn't affect you? You're not pissed about it? Like
I
they're
people.
besmirching your good name, Johnny.
Oh, I have a good name. That's news to me. Jesus, what did I get in trouble for now?
Some of these
Did
names
they?
are fucking terrible too. Like how are you talking like okay, so in our Twitch feed, right? Like
Yeah.
both on the radio, on here, and just in general on Twitch, right? The names are kind
Mhm.
of hilarious, right? But like
Yeah.
when do you like I mean honestly, when do you get to the point where like you're fucking registered as like kitten mittens and you're like, what a fucking idiot. Cancel this horrible show. They basically just read their Facebook feed for all their news, then hide behind the idea that they're trying to be edgy. Absolute trash. Your name is Kitten Mittens, and it's not even spelled out phonetically because somebody already fucking had it.
I know. You're
Show who
unoriginal
posted this
and
shit.
you're unfaced, but you're gonna tell us like, oh, we can't do this. They're sitting there giving their opinions, and I'm gonna give mine, but somehow mine's more valid because I'm anonymous on the internet.
Let's check out this Reverb. Like, so this was posted by a user, Reverb B223456. No way, that's a fake account. But
Hmm.
let's see here. I want to see if there's any other bullshit about us that he posted. Because fuck this dude, right? He posts a lot. Oh my God. So he's posted 3 in Minnesota and 1 in /r depression. Oh, 3 in depression, 4 in depression. Bikini bottom Twitter. Okay. Politics. Yeah, he's got to sound off on politics. So yeah, this is just somebody that's there to just get like people mad. And his comment at 245 now, like that's gaining traction. I mean, he's like 3 like that. This topic is right below COVID news. Like it's sandwiched in between COVID stuff.
Oh my God. So people are actually paying
Ah,
attention
the
to this?
elusive Reaver B, writes Phoenix. Yeah, you're not wrong. Come on, Corey. Sparkle Picnic Reunion. I would be down for Sparkle Picnic Reunion. Jason is a good friend of mine. He got super mad at me over a miscommunication. We squashed it years ago, but we both never see each other. He works a bunch and has a kid. And Jason Schubert is the main producer, writer, and basically everything Sparkle Picnic. He's a really awesome dude. Go to Sparkle Picnic and watch some of his stuff. I think he's actually Discount Dogs on Instagram as well. And if you've never seen Discount Dogs, that's a sketch that I'm in. That's super rad.
All right, let's check that out.
All right, Johnny, I got other people we got to talk to. I'm going to let you go.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get some reaction from you about
Yeah, sorry, I'm
this whole thing.
watching the toddler. It's bull crap because our show shouldn't really be like if you're looking to us for medical advice, you got problems.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. I think you've said this numerous times. If you don't like it, don't listen. Like, how hard is it to exercise your will that far? So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly the problem. The problem is that people want to get mad, they want to get offended, and then they're just going to take it out on anybody else. Like I hate this. This is the same shit that was running in stand-up comedy too. If you don't like something a stand-up comedian says, Walk out of the fucking show. That's going to
Yeah.
get more repercussions to them than causing a scene and looking like a trash panda human
Yeah.
beforehand. That's not going to work, right?
Yeah, sitting there frumpy faced with your arms crossed will get a bigger reaction out of your comic than going, you know what, I don't appreciate your joke.
I don't really like the way that you do that. Like, shut up. It's not
I
cool.
paid to be here. I didn't pay to be offended. Oh,
Right,
God.
right. Well, here's your money back. Go fucking ruin someone else's life. I'm pretty sure there's a Domino's pizza worker that's thinking about killing themselves. Go bitch at them. Get that
Make
person
them
just
put
a
the
gun
last
in their mouth.
nail in that coffin.
Yeah, dude, coughin' it up. Who gives a fuck?
All right,
Nobody.
man. You have an awesome show, and get to the other people.
I will.
you
Thanks
need
for
to.
calling in, and thanks for letting me call you, because like I said, I just wanted to get some reaction out of this bullshit, because this shit's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I'm glad I didn't pay attention to it because I would have lost my ass earlier. But that's effed up, man.
All right, tell people where to get a hold of you, Johnny.
All right, you can get a hold of me at Instagram is johnny.justkidding and Snapchat is johnny.jklol. You can find me on Facebook when I'm promoting shows when those are happening again, and that's comedian Johnny K on Facebook. And you can find me every Monday on the Rocking 101 Morning Show.
What is that show called?
Steel Toe Morning Show.
Oh, I hear on
101.7.
I hear on Reddit you guys are all racist.
Yeah. Oh, we're horrible racists.
I hear that you're the worst of them.
I just say stuff because I like to say stuff to be crass. I don't care much for handicapped people, but that's a personal grudge.
Yeah, but you get to. You hating handicapped people is like black people saying the N-word. You get to.
I get to do it.
Yeah.
I've earned that right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
and you
messed up.
You pronounce the silent P at the end too. Handicap. That's ballsy, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
chairs.
You go take care of a toddler or whatever you call masturbating.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, it's Ivy. She's watching TV show.
Johnny Crutches, everybody. Goodbye.
Later.
That's Johnny Crutches. I thought that he would have more fire opinions about that. I just think, and if you go to Minnesota Reddit, if you go to Reddit, go to Minnesota, and you can find it's like the fourth thing down, and it's fucking crazy. Like, all these comments are crazy. What are quarantines? Must be some drugs that St. Cloud is facing. Like, what do these comments even mean? Can we trade St. Cloud to Wisconsin for Eau Claire or something? Like, what? And that was by the Nacho Man Randy Savage. I mean, these comments are just fucking ridiculous. They're sad and they're fucking hilarious. Like, look at this shit. All right. Johnny is gone, so stop talking to him. You're fucking up the flow of the entire show. I'm going to get mad. I'm not actually going to get mad. I don't care. I'm very, very low energy at this point. Doesn't matter. None of this matters. None of this matters. What should we do next? Should we talk a little bit about China? Should we try to get more calls? What do you guys want to do? I have some stuff prepared that we could talk about, but I kind of want to see where Twitch is at, because you guys mean a lot to this show. Because if you don't show up, it's just me talking in my living room. So let's get caught up. The elusive Reaver B, yeah. Oh, you were on Sparkle Picnic back in the day, Doima? Shut the fuck up. Is that real? Hold on. Now we're calling you, Doima. I'm going to get this inside scoop from you, you prick. Matt fucking Doima. Get ready. You're being called, bro. I hope you feel attacked, because you're about to be called out. I hope you can't take it.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Not so bad. And you?
You know, pretty good. You're on the air,
I know.
as it
I'm watching.
were.
I got nothing better to do.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I figured, hey, you know what? I'm gonna call him. He's sitting at
Yeah.
home doing dick.
Yeah, having an adult beverage and hanging out with my dog, Rollo.
I am also having an adult beverage, and I'm doing a show. The best part about this whole quarantine thing, I think, for me, is the fact that now I can just work how I've always wanted to, semi-drunk.
You mean you weren't doing that before?
Well, I mean, I wasn't owning up to it before.
Fair enough. We knew.
How's that? Are you quarantining yourself? How's it going?
I'm just fucking hanging out because I don't. I'm of the unemployed, So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna hunker down and take this time to like deep clean my house. I don't know, work on a bunch of projects that I've been needing to do for a long time anyway,
Okay.
and doing some writing.
Yeah.
Yeah, working on my podcast.
Why did you start writing now?
I figured I needed to start sometime.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, I agree with
yeah,
that. I think that you should have started a while ago, probably. But
yeah, probably years ago when I actually, pretended to start
hey,
comedy.
man, at least you're not going by Matty D on stage anymore. I feel like baby steps are important.
Yes, this is true. I own up to the fact that I sounded like every frat boy from South Boston, and that's fine.
Are you a frat boy from South Boston?
No, I'm a frat boy from St. Cloud.
Oh, but you are a frat boy.
I was in a fraternity in college. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. This has just got to be exciting content.
Well, it is if you don't say that shit. That's the number one mistake you make. And you do this shit on your podcast too. I wanted to talk to you about that, man. A lot of the times on your podcast, you just kill your own momentum. You're like, "Oh, this is really exciting." And like it was till you fucking said that. That's
Yeah,
right.
no,
That's right,
something
Twitch
I've
Bear.
been
You're
trying to work
watching
on.
Quarantine, baby. I'm trying to I've actually have some stuff that I've been trying to do. I don't know what to call this show, Maddie. What should I do? I've just been calling it Corey Adam Live because I really am just lazy.
I actually did like the quarantine. I think that does have a certain ring to it, especially during this. But then that doesn't that
Yeah, but
doesn't really lend to it after.
it has a shelf life, a nuclear
Yeah.
shelf life.
Well, it depends on how long this thing's gonna go, baby. Who knows?
Yeah. How
Sizing up my.
are you isolating or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just kind of isolating,
What do
just
you tell
hanging
the
out.
people what you do for? I mean, I know you do comedy, but what's your real job?
I'm a bartender.
Okay, so you're just because this is the thing that's really interesting to me and sad also is that for me, the only thing I've ever done is wait tables and comedy. Comedy became my job so many years ago. I don't know how or if I'd go back, but even if I wanted to go back to waiting tables, it's not like that's really an option right now.
Oh no, I'm fully, especially depending on how long this is gonna go. I'm fully expecting. I'm looking into different career paths right
Sure.
now.
Oh yeah, you'd have to. I mean, like, I feel like a complete dipshit for not staying in school over all this.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me, I'm a college dropout too, bro. Yes. I mean, I speak fluent German, and that means nothing in this day and age.
Oh, I know, right? Like, here's the thing. I also sprechen Sie Deutsch. Ich
Ja,
höre
gerne.
Deutsch prima, ich sprechen Deutsch nicht sehr gut. And
Du bist Ausländer.
yeah, ich bin Sir Ausländer. Ja.
Genau.
Grau. Matti, die schmeckt gut aus. Mm.
Leck mein Arsch.
Nein, du bist ein Schneehund. Welcome to this German fucking whatever. No, but it's just funny because I lived in Germany for a while. I took German for a while, and
Yeah.
I just really wish that had been Spanish.
Oh,
Like-
for real, or like, yeah.
As a kid,
Oh,
you
I
could
kicked the hell out of myself for that shit.
right.
Because I had an aptitude for it. Like, I actually can learn languages in a pretty good amount of time. I also speak some French and some Russian.
Shout out to Maya Reckenhorn. Thank you for hosting us. That's super awesome.
Yeah, so like I really wish I would have learned something that, mattered, like Spanish or Chinese or Arabic. So out of my little school in northern Minnesota, Spanish.
Sarge, go get your dinner. Hit me up when you're back. Yeah, I mean that's the
beyond
whole
that-
thing is that I lived in Vegas for a while. Like I lost jobs because I didn't also speak Spanish.
Oh, it would have
Because
been
my
great.
dumb ass is like, yeah, but I can yell in German. Who cares?
Mine was based on some precognition of, well, I'm like 50% German, so to honor my ancestors, I better learn the language.
Yeah, right.
No, seriously, like
No, I
there's
know.
a
I get
whole.
it. I'm not mocking you. I said, yeah, right.
No, it's true though. Like my whole family, they're a little too German. It's a little. Even I got to give them a side eye
Like
sometimes.
they try
Really?
to shoot like Scheisse films at family reunions. They're a little too German.
They just make sure there's pork at every meal. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with pork, baby.
Yeah, no, right. Actually, I can eat that now.
How much Wiener Schnitzel do they eat?
They do like the braised pork knuckle shit though, for real.
Tovar, my levels are not a little low. I'm trying to mix it with the people. Your setup is so trash that you think my levels are low. This is a you
What's up,
problem.
Tovar?
Yeah, I'm trying to readjust because so I recorded one of these and put it on YouTube yesterday, right? And I'm going to do that going forward. But I was alarmed at how much higher my voice comes in than the desktop audio.
Right.
And so I'm still getting to the point where I'm trying to make sure I can mix them equally, if at all possible. But it doesn't seem like it is, so whatever. But you're not helping, Tovar. That's the real thing. You're not helping.
At any rate, yeah. So back to like what the comment that brought you to call me. Yeah, I did Sparkle Picnic back actually a couple years before you.
Tovar also was on Sparkle Picnic, so we have like a Sparkle Picnic hype train right now.
Oh shit! They're gonna get more clicks now than they probably ever did.
Right. Which sketch were you in? That's crazy. That's so funny. How do you know those guys?
So Jason Schubert was friends with a couple of my fraternity brothers in college.
In college.
Yes. See, they did the original Sparkle Picnic. I want to say back in like 2006.
That's like still when like Mitch was in it still and everything, right?
Yeah, like the OG cast. So like you've seen the very first. I think everyone who's done the show had to have watched the first episode.
Is that the one with the clown masturbating?
No, the original episode's like Cat in a Box.
Oh, yep.
Ninja Warrior training. There's a few other ones. Yeah, so the dude who was part of the Ninja Warrior sketch, well, he actually was the best man at my wedding. His name's Ryan. He's the coach for the Ninja Warrior sketch. That's a long fucking time ago.
Okay.
And then another one of the guys who was in the human telephone game, or competitive telephone game thing that they were doing. That was another one too. But yeah, so I knew those guys. And I actually wrote a couple of sketches back in the day. And then one day they're just like, "Do you just want to do a shoot with us?" And I'm like, "Sure." So we ended up doing a Christmas episode with them. And it ended up being me and my friend Ryan wrote like the majority of sketches, and we just did it in St. Cloud.
Oh, holy shit. It was just announced. Khabib Ferguson postponed. You heard it here first, maybe? I don't fucking know.
7th. You heard it here 7th.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You don't know when I'm watching things, you prick. So what are you doing for money and all that shit? What are you doing to barter the old barter system, as it were?
Well, I have a fans only site, Sloppy Bear Matty D. Beyond that, no, I'm just like I said, I'm collecting that fat unemployment check.
Yeah, get that fatty unemployment check.
And also, my wife has actually been deemed an essential employee and is actually working overtime at her job.
It's crazy the people that were essential versus the people that weren't. Like, there's people out there delivering potato chips because food was deemed essential.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But she actually is a baker. So she's making breads and buns and shit during this. And, like, that is kind of essential. You kind of need that to keep the store shelf stocked, you know?
I don't think you're... Whoa, here's a yawn. I don't think you're going to keep them stocked is the real thing.
Oh, no. But, I mean, for now, we're not going to say no to, like, she got a pay bump and, like, increased hours, so...
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, so, like, we got that. And then also... I've been fortunate enough to squirrel shit away and put money away, so I got a little something. Little something. But,
that makes you in a better system, that's a better system than most people have.
Oh, I know. I'm like, but it's always it's the server thing, and you know this, you know, like when you're serving, you're waiting tables, you take like $20 out of like the shit that you're gonna go out with that night, and you put $20 away, and you do that every shift. Like you just go, you know what, I had a good shift, $20 into the fund, and you do that like every day. You work 5 days a week, you do that for a while, you accumulate some money. You know, it's the fucking ant versus the grasshopper.
But that's adult shit that not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people are good at adult shit, bro.
Yeah, I guess. Whoever would have thought that me and good at adult shit would ever be there, but here we are. Fucking this is end times.
This is the end. I was just going to say, this is clearly the apocalypse then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, like, and we just got super fortunate. We both picked up jumbo packs of toilet paper before all this shit happened, not even knowing it was coming.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
just-
yeah. That's what happened here. Stocked up for no reason, just because that's what you do.
No, like legitimately, like we both, it was our favorite brand was on like a special sale, and we're both like tightwads. We're like, yeah, fuck yeah. And we didn't talk to each other, and we both happened to go to the same grocery store, and boom, there you go.
So you're saying you're the problem. You're the hoarder.
Totally. Yes, I'm so hoarding. No, I just have enough to last me for a few months.
I got a
If I-
confession to make to you, and I don't want you to be mad.
You know where I live, and you're gonna come and rob me.
Well, I mean, that's not a confession. That's just a fact.
Fair enough.
Uh-huh. But I'm only gonna rob you of things that's really gonna hurt. Like I'm gonna
You
slice
take my-
I'm gonna slice your soccer scarves, and I'm gonna
Oh.
break your FIFA 20. But here's where it gets fucked up, right? I'm gonna put half the disc in your PS4.
Okay, now we're gonna have to have words after this, Corey. Yeah. You don't threaten my soccer scarves, my friend.
Oh, he's got a whole. Maddie is one of the biggest soccer guys I know, and he's got a whole giant thing of soccer shirts. We're actually I got some other guests to get to here, but thanks for calling.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Tell people where to get a hold of you and where to find your podcast.
Okay, so you can find me on I'm on Instagram.
What is the
and
podcast
Facebook.
called? Here, hold on, I'll bring it up right now.
Good.
What is it called?
It's called Awful Service. It's the Awful Service podcast. We've done 33 episodes plus.
Is this the
3
one that you
extra
do with Joey Cocazella?
Yeah, it's me, Nathan Smezru, Joe Cocazzello, Rebecca Wilson, and then our audio is done by Jalen Russell. So the way it is that 2 co-hosts, there's myself, and then there's Nathan Smezru, like we're the permanent co-hosts. And then we bring in either Rebecca or Joe as our third mics. And then we just interview comics about jobs they had working in the customer service industry. Because, as you know, anyone who's worked in the customer service industry at least has a few interesting stories about customers and about like crazy.
Is your logo the one with you two with the microphone and the picture?
Yeah.
Do you have one? You
It's
don't
a-
have
it's a
one.
green
You don't have one with the. You don't have one with like the words on there or anything.
There should be one with the words on it. That's weird that there's one. That's what came up. But yeah, we're on all major streaming platforms. You can find us on Spotify. We're on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Play.
Scrolling through your profile, you do not promote this nearly as much as you should, buddy. I'm just saying. How often do you do this?
Do I promote, or do we release episodes?
Oh, here we go. Boom! I found the page for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
the logo doesn't have any words. You idiot. What are you talking about?
Like I said, it's a fucking weird time.
You
No, but it is.
You don't even know the logo of your own fucking podcast. Here, I'm gonna put it up
No, I
for
do.
people. You don't.
Yes, I do. Fuck you.
You don't. You said there were words on it. There's not words on it.
I thought there was, but okay. So on the page, Awful Service Podcast, we are getting our own webpage. I'm working on that right now because I have nothing better to do. But it is fun. It's a great podcast. We've had William Spotted Bear, Khadijah Cooper on recently. We've done ones with Ollie Satan, Shel Bjorgen. James Stanley's probably my favorite episode of the early ones. It's a really good time, and I really enjoy getting the stories and reacting to it because it honestly these are stuff. Some of the stuff is stuff that like people would never think to talk about, and like some of the comics who've been on have actually used it in their act later. Like they've come out like, oh, it's a fun story. I'm going to try to work on that. And that's kind of neat to see from a content creator's perspective.
Well, I tried to put it in, but whatever. Is it? Man, you have this is so garbage. You need help, man. Wait. Maybe I got you. Awful Service Pod. Okay. Let's try this. It might just be Facebook being awful and not you.
Mm.
I think it is. I think we figured out what happened here. There we go. Yeah, okay. It's not your fault. You're doing a great job. Everything you do is correct.
Hey.
There you
Yeah,
go.
and hopefully
I posted the link for the Facebook page on there, so
people
that'll
can
be
check
pretty
us out
cool.
and see what we're about.
But yeah, thank you for calling in. I will talk to you later. You're the man. Stay positive. Stay out there. You got this.
And you need to buy FIFA 20 so we can play online.
I mean, yeah, but like I don't want to break shit at my own house.
Oh, because you'd have to break your soccer scarves and FIFA disc and put it broken into yours too, just
I
for
don't even
symmetry.
have
or what?
soccer scarves. I have like a soccer hat and a jersey. That's it. I would get more soccer stuff if they stopped playing fucking Wonderwall. I mean, this is a real conflict that I have. So, okay, we're going to talk about this real quick, you guys. The Minnesota United Football Club. Hold on one second. Adrian's hit me up. So, okay, this is the thing. The Minnesota soccer team is called Minnesota United Football Club, or MNUFC. Their colors are awesome. They're called the Loons. It's fun. The stadium is rad. Everything's great.
The jerseys this year are dope.
Yes, everything they do is awesome, except when they win, they play fucking Wonderwall by Oasis, and I fucking hate that song. And now you've got me in this weird place where if I'm at a game and it's close, I'm like, well, if we fucking lose, I don't have to hear that goddamn song. Because it's not
You're
even
just hoping for ties.
Yes, I'm hoping for ties or disqualifications because of red cards. That's what I'm rooting for every time. Because it's
I don't want us to drop points.
Not only do I hate the song, but when you hate a song, listening to other people karaoke it while they're drunk is way garbage.
Yeah, even 18,000 people?
Yes, even 18,000 people. Like, I don't give a shit about Sweet Caroline either. Fuck that.
Fair enough, but I will say there is something kind of cool about the whole stadium, like in unison kind of singing, regardless of the song. Regardless of the song.
Why isn't that a Prince song, you fuckers? That should be a goddamn Prince song.
Well, that's more of a thing that we need to talk about the Minnesota Wild going from Let's Go Crazy, which is a perfectly great goal celebration song, to like the most dad rock white band Nickelback bullshit.
I mean, have you met hockey enthusiasts though? That's kind of who they are.
I suppose that, you know, a song by a sexually charged black man really doesn't scream hockey.
Right, but Let's Go Crazy. I mean, the Vikings are using Let's Go Crazy for a fucking touchdown song. Like, Let's Go Crazy makes sense.
Oh, it's perfect versus like just sounds like it's...
even if it was just We Are the Champion. Like, here's the problem, right? Like, Wonderwall is about losing a woman that was everything to that man. That's not what you play when your team fucking wins. Are you kidding me? Like, oh shit, now that we have a win in sports, you know what we need? Some soft yearning. Like, get fucked. Garbage. All right, I'm gonna let you go now because you're making me mad.
Good. Have a good one, buddy.
All right, that's Matt Doima. Listen to his podcast, Awful Service. Really awesome dude. We're gonna be jumping in. We have our next. I had to book people, so like I've been trying to book people so that I have the guests, and I don't really know how many guests I should have or how it's gonna work. So we're just gonna keep doing what we do, and we're gonna keep trying by doing. I mean, a large part of this channel is me just pushing forward and trying to get through this shit because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, obviously. So get caught up. The stadium should sing "Word Up" by Kevin. Yeah, that'd be fine. I'm okay with that shit. Post his address. Yeah, I should post his address. Well, if he fucking crosses me again, I will. Okay, I fucking will. All right, let's call our next guest tonight. What up?
Hello?
What up? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you recording? Are you videoing or just phone call?
No, we're live. We're live streaming, baby.
Oh, shit. Big time.
This is Adrian Washington, and you are live on the internet in front of like 20 people.
Whew. Look at there. All during the quarantine.
Channel so big it's getting quarantined.
What's happening, my man?
Not much. Why do you sound like you're scuba diving?
Hold on.
I think you've got like your speaker on or something.
This better?
Yeah, way better. There you go. That's what we like.
Gotcha.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How about you, man? How you holding up?
Barely. I'm barely holding up. How are you holding up?
I'm good. What do you do, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, this
prepare
is
for the shit and
yeah. This is what I wanted to talk to you about because we've been talking to comics every day, and it's just crazy how everybody fucking that's a professional comic, we're all fucked. Because even if this is over in 2 weeks, that doesn't mean people are going to be ready to go out and laugh.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy to know like everything. Like this is all we got, man. To know everything you do.
And before I did this, I literally waited tables. Guess what else you're not allowed to do right now?
Right. Yeah, that's what sucked. Like, I was doing like mentoring in school and doing comedy, man, and both of those are done.
Right. There's no coming back. And that's
No,
like the thing
no.
that's so crazy about all of this is it's hard to understand and deal with going forward because you don't know how to do it. You know, I mean, like one of the things that's nice is you got your podcast. I started live streaming as I panhandle for
Okay.
people. Don't forget to go to Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo and donate. That helps. Give bits,
Right.
do whatever.
I know I'm in the artwork done for my album, so the album will be ready on all streaming platforms by the end of this week.
Okay. Well, you glitched out a lot,
So
so
my
that
goal
promo
is
sounded
like-
really weird. It sounded like you were selling.
Huh?
You glitched out as you were saying that, so it sounded like you were selling like 56K modems.
No, my album should be out at the end of this week. I'm just waiting on my artwork.
Oh shit! Really? That's exciting.
that-
Where did you?
yeah.
Is that the one you recorded at the Poorhouse?
No, it's the one I recorded at the Carpet for New Year's Eve.
Oh shit! Do you like
So
it?
it's
How
like,
did it turn
yeah,
out?
it's like, I love it. I love it, man. It's like 52 minutes. It's the one show I do by myself a year anyways.
Sure.
So I was like, why not just do it? And it was great. It was a sold out crowd. So it was fun. The laughter
Here,
in there was
hold on,
very,
Adrian,
like,
Adrian. I'm gonna call you back because
Yes.
it's glitching up. So give me 1 sec, and I will call you right back.
Okay.
All right. So sometimes with these fucking web browsers, you have too much memory blocked down in them that you have to close out Facebook so that you can reopen it. See, I'm giving away all the trade secrets right now. It's all secret. But yeah, like sometimes the shit gets weird and you have to just fix it. So that's what we're going to try to do. You've been waiting for that album to come out? Yeah, I think we all have, dude. Adrian Washington's funny as shit. I think we've all been waiting for his album to come out. All right, let's see if we can get Adrian back on the phone here.
Yes.
There, I think that'll be better. Sometimes when you leave Facebook open, if you go from one call to the other, it lags it.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it's still not the best, but whatever. So what's the name of the album?
It's going to be called Cut from a Different Cloth.
Cut from a Different Cloth?
Yep.
And it's going to be just a picture of you naked wearing a tablecloth?
You know, if I'd have talked to you before, artwork's already been done. That's what it would have been.
You should have called it the biggest
Sorry.
last dinner ever and just have a picture of your dick wrapped in a fucking cloth.
I plan on selling this, Corey. I don't know how good that would go. I definitely fucking plan on selling it now.
Yeah, when does it drop?
Hopefully it should be ready at the end of this week. That's the priority.
Do you have a release
That's the
date set, or is
priority
it
this
just kind of
week.
like whenever it's done?
Whenever it's done. Whenever it's done. The album, like the all the audio and shit's done. It's all broken up and everything. I'm honestly just waiting on the artwork so I can put it on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, the artwork always takes the... Yeah, well, and right now is the time to go digital. Ain't nobody buying a hard copy anything.
Right. Right. Shit, we ain't got nowhere to even sell a hard copy.
So are you going to sell it through like CD Baby, or where can people get a hold of it to buy it?
It's gonna be on Spotify, iTunes. My guy we set up over the Reverb Nation, and they put it on all the platforms for me.
Sure.
So I got to set up an account with that this week.
Okay.
Yep. So that's my plan, man. Thank God I had my last show at the Carpet was last Saturday, and I had about 85 people there. So that helped me get through. And then I had a couple more checks coming from the school. So, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And thank God I was able to fucking put money away.
And thank God you're married
Thank
to an
God.
actual breadwinner.
No. I'm the breadwinner.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, time to start selling your body wrapped in tablecloths. You got this, man.
Hey, weed's almost legal. Might as well start pushing it again, right?
Dude, trust me, nobody's buying anything from anybody right now. People are fucking like
Hey, when you
Lysoling down like
when you
cash.
say trust me, I know. That's the crazy shit about it. Even without, I'm just like, are people gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying? I also know people need shit to remain sane. They're looking for
Yes, they do.
some kind of entertainment that they can get. And the
Yeah,
good
I mean,
thing
it's
about it is people know, like the people that know us, they know our situation, man. Like we're hustlers, we're go-getters, and we can't do that right now.
yeah. I mean,
So
that's why I'm stuck in my house. The last time I really left my house, I went to go grab provisions here and there, but the last time I left my house was Thursday for work at Steel Toe. Like, I've been in my house for almost a week and a half. Because that's what I'm told to do,
Holy
and like
shit.
I don't have any money, so it's not like I can go out and like if I wanted to go out and do something, it's not like anything's open. If anything was open, it's not like I have the money. I mean, I barely scraped together my car payment. I'm still trying to figure out rent. I mean, like this shit is crazy, and the whole thing like with these fucking assholes in our government. And I this isn't a left or right issue. Like this is what has happened factually. When the House sent a bill to the Senate, the House tried to sneak in a bunch of Democratic shit. When the Senate tried to send it back to the House, they tried to sneak in a bunch of Republican shit. It's like, both of you guys, shut the fuck up and help us. Nobody gives a fuck about what's going on, like in the temperature. You need to help people because you can't just expect people to stay home.
Because
for
you
2
know
weeks.
what's going to happen.
A depression,
People,
fucking depression.
Yeah. And people are really going to start to lose their shit, man. People are losing their shit, and it's been, like I said, it's been a week and a half, and you're like,
yes,
I'm trying, and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do. Fucking, what are you going to do a month from now?
Well, what? Yeah.
When you, right now, you're keeping up. Like, the average person is barely keeping up with their bills. But what are you going to do a month from now when shit starts getting cut off?
Right.
And you can't pay for, you know what I'm saying?
Or what are you going to do when the fucking toilet paper store doesn't get toilet paper anymore? What are you going to do when the grocery store isn't stocked anymore? Because here's the other thing that nobody's talking about. The truckers aren't working. The people that are bringing the products to places are not working right now.
Right.
And a lot of them are going to contract this shit. It's going to be nuts.
Because I don't watch the news or none of that shit, man. So I didn't really even pay attention to it.
Don't you dare start now.
I won't. I definitely won't now. I definitely won't now. If I wasn't a fucking entertainer, I wouldn't have Facebook right now.
Oh, I've always said that. If I wasn't a stand-up comic, I wouldn't have Facebook at all.
Yeah.
There's a reason There's a reason why I'm doing the Twitch feed here. And it's not for Steel Toe, because here's the thing people don't know. I'm the one that was advocating that we moved from Facebook to Twitch anyways, because Facebook is garbage if you're trying to promote and get your content out there. Look at how many funny comedians in your newsfeed are going live on Facebook, and all they have are 5 or 10 people like watching them. When you know that person has a demographic of 3,000, 4,000. You know that.
Right. Yeah, I was looking. I actually Googled Twitch today to see what the setup is because I went live the other night and we had a great audience on there. Like my wife ended up chiming in on it, so it was fun. And like it helped that I posted when I was gonna go live. So I think Twitch, I had like
Twitch is the future, and if you want to go on, like help me, like let me know and I will help you because I'm doing the same thing for Tovar. I will teach anybody anything I can. I'm still trying to figure this out, but it's so important to get online and just connect with people because the way that comedy is going to happen is changing. The fabric of everything is changing, and we have to redo it.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. And that's for me, even like, and that's what I tell people. Said I'm going live, it's because I'm so used to interacting with people. I said it's for my fucking well-being.
Oh, absolutely.
Too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not the people that watch this are very generous, and I appreciate that. Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo. I'm going to keep saying it. But the thing about this is I'm not doing this for that. Like, if that comes, great. I will take it. I need money. Right. I'm not proud. But the reason I'm doing this,
fucking sanity.
Right? It's fucking sanity because I'm too extroverted to just sit in my house. Yes, I can get ripped and I can watch some movies, and that would be okay. But like, that's just not what I'm about.
Right. I'm the same way, man. I'm the same. Like I gotta have some. That's why I'm just like I've been live more in the last week than I have in the last year, probably. You know. And the great thing about it is like people are looking for it. People are home so they can watch it. So then, like I think I did Saturday night. I said I'm gonna go live, and I had like 82 people on there. That's the most people I ever had on a live.
Right. And here's the thing: keep doing that because that's how you get affiliate and that's how you get paid. And this is gonna be like we have to figure out all of us. This isn't a you problem. This isn't a me problem. This is a comedian problem. We have to figure out a way to monetize what we do because a lot of us, and I know you and I are very similar in that path, is that I never had a backup plan. I knew that if I put myself 100% into comedy, I could do it. So that's what I did. And now everything I've done doesn't mean shit. So now you have to start over and you have to just keep grinding again.
And it's like you said, and then the shit you did before that, even you couldn't even go do that if you wanted to.
Right. I couldn't even go back to being a server. Not possible.
Right. So it's crazy, man. I don't know, bro. Like I've been thinking. I'm like, I'm good for a while, but I'm like at the same time, like for me, just like to not even be able to perform, like that's where I'm gonna lose my shit at. You know, it ain't even like the money I'll be fine on for a little while, but just like the inaction.
Well, but you'll not be fine when like a month or two down the road your profession still doesn't exist.
Right. So, but that, the good thing about it is we have time to figure all this shit out. You don't have an excuse now, especially if this is all you do.
I know.
That's what I find.
That's why you need to jump on Twitch and go live as much as you can. I mean, since I decided to do this, I went out and bought a light setup, the camera, the mic, and then I have been live for 3 hours every night since then. That's what you have to do.
Okay.
You have to go out
and
there
I got that already. So, okay. I got a light, I got a computer, camera, everything already. And that's the thing, like, shit I have, even like my tripod. I'm like, I realized when I was at the House of Comedy, my phone records immaculate video.
Yeah, what do you,
so
you
I'm
have like
just
an iPhone 10, right?
I got the Note 10.
Okay.
I'm a
the
guy.
newer phones are fucking great.
Yeah, it's got the 3 cameras on it or whatever, and because I recorded my set, and Steve just put it in a tripod for me and recorded, and it looks professional, man. Looks better than the fuck guy.
I have a podcast, Unregulated Radio, where we record it on my phone. Like, I just put my phone on a tripod and set it down there because the iPhone 10, the newer phones are better cameras than some of the older cameras.
Yeah, if you can get the Note 10 or the iPhone 11, they got like the same, or that new Galaxy 25 or whatever that just came out. Those 3 phones, like that's all you need. And it's got the capacity of a laptop anyway, 256 gigs on my phone.
That's a lot.
So you can, oh my gosh, that's a ton. You can store so much data, you know what I mean? So, but it's crazy. I was thinking about you the other day because I haven't heard, I haven't listened to the show, but I was like, fuck, usually I'd see you by now,
Yeah, we haven't really crossed paths in a while for sure.
Right, because we usually would just see each other at a show. Because we were supposed to have a show Saturday night, so that would have been our hangout time. But I was just thinking yesterday, I was like, damn, I didn't get to, I don't know when I'll get to see Corey again. And like you say, you don't have money, so the last thing you're going to do is waste money driving to and from somewhere just to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, that's like, I'm literally going to talk to Gary tomorrow about phoning in on Thursday. Like, that's my only options at this point. It's like, I can't, like, plus then on top of that, you have the whole idea of like getting sick. Like, I'm a fat old fuck at this point, man. I can't be getting sick.
Right.
Fuck that.
No, right. You got insurance?
Who's asking? Cop? Mind your business.
A friend
mind
who
your
wants
business.
to make sure you don't fucking die. All right. I'll mind my business. I also know what that answer means, too.
You don't know shit about shit.
I know more than you think, Corey.
Well, yeah, who couldn't? I don't think you know anything. Oh, damn, I got you, bitch.
That's the dickhead part.
Yeah.
Hey, you better be nice. You might need me one of these days, motherfucker.
Hey, I do need you right now. Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo.
I got you, man. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check out this Twitch, man. We have to figure it out.
Yeah, man. No, I'm telling you, like, Tovar is gonna be starting a show here, and I have no problem helping building a nucleus and expanding out with everybody because we can all schedule time so we're not competing and we can fucking elevate everybody.
Yeah,
because that's the thing.
And it'd
that
be
you
dope
and
for everybody.
That you and I have always been on the same page about. It's one of the things I love the most about you is that you have a very formative understanding of. We're not in competition with each other as comics. There's enough work for everybody, but guess what? Now we kind of might be, because is there enough business for everybody on the Who knows? Now we got to stick together and drive the fucking hammer home and make sure that the hungry ones are all those comics in Denver.
Yeah, right. Hey, shit's gonna get tight, man. And it's funny because I've been seeing people talk about doing like fucking live comedy shows, and then I hear the shows suck. I was like, well, if you sucked in front of an audience, you're definitely gonna suck not in front of an audience.
If you suck in front of an audience, if you take that audience away, there is 0% chance that you're not gonna suck.
Zero.
It's an absolute zero. You're not gonna be able to not suck.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. So it's been funny. It's been funny just kind of seeing what people, and I haven't seen it. I haven't come across your page or nothing weirdly because obviously the algorithms don't fucking work in our favor.
We
But
get it. You
thanks for hitting
unfollowed
me.
me. Fuck you.
As bad as I wanted to, sometimes I can't. My heart won't let me do it.
We get it. You don't like Kobe Bryant memes. Calm down.
Oh, you are an asshole with a capital A, boy.
Yeah, but
you know what? You need it. You need it.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
damn right. That's why.
I've,
Everybody needs to go to Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo.
Go to Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo.
Every little bit keeps this asshole breathing. I don't want to brag about how well I'm doing, but it keeps me in tap water. All right.
Oh, Corey, man. Quarantine's not gonna be good for you.
First off, it's called quarantine, and I might just call the show that.
Gotcha. You should.
Actually, you know what I was gonna call this show?
What were we gonna call it?
Quarantine and Kinfolk.
Make sure y'all go check out my podcast, Comedy and Kinfolk. I got 30 episodes up, available on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spotify.
You have 30 episodes of that now?
And some. Yeah, I got 30 episodes.
That's awesome, man. Good for you. I gotta say, honestly, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but I didn't know if you were gonna stick with it or not. So to hear that you have 30 episodes is awesome.
Hey, I appreciate it. I didn't know if I was gonna stick with it, but you know the good thing about it, the shit's in my house. I don't have a reason. I paid money for it. And one thing about me is I can't stand spending money on shit and I don't use it. That's why I did it that's why I didn't want to do it like as a two-person thing, because I'm like, then I got to count on somebody else to be here as much as I am.
Well, that's
if
actually
I do
why
it by myself.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this right now. Is like all my podcasts got canceled because nobody wants to be around or do anything like that. So
right. Yeah, and that's I sort of told my wife too. I got one in last week. My 30th one I had a guest, but like my next one for this week will probably be me and my wife or just me solo. But yeah, and you don't want to be around, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who people have been around, so that's my whole thing too. I'm just like, My daughter asked me if one of her friends could come over. I was like, hell no, she can't come over.
Yeah, that door's locked. Fuck you.
Man, if you don't live here, you ain't fucking coming in here. Like that, it's that simple. I told her we can drive around and check shit out today. We can go get the car washed. We ain't got to get out of the car for that. Just stay inside. We pull right back in the garage, let the fucking door down, and come back in the house. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. So anything I can do to help, bro. Anything I can do to help. We're gonna get through it, but it's gonna get tight. Yeah, and it'll make us be creative. It'll probably push us like we've never been pushed.
No,
Good thing about us, we're not late.
Tommy Bear was on here, and he said something that I really thought was awesome. Is he said that like nobody's entitled to make a living at this. Like, if you want to make a living at comedy, it's just like when we were starting trying to be pros. You have to work your ass off. And now the game's changed. And I've already seen, and I'm not going to name names, but I've seen people in the Minneapolis comedy area that are just rolling over on it. They're just dead. They just don't know what to do, and they're just rolling over. They're tapping.
And that's one thing I fucking refuse to do.
Right, I'm never do that,
gonna
man.
do that. I've been at this way too long. Right. What do you got in for years?
I think I'm coming up on 13.
Yeah, I just made 16. Like, I didn't do all that shit for something to happen and be like, oh, I guess that's it. I had a good run. Like, fuck that. No.
Right. And
especially with all.
I gave think of just how much. I mean, obviously you have your family and everything now, but just think of everything you've sacrificed up to this point to get to be a stand-up comedian. And I'm sure you were the same way as I was when I started, but like, I, as a human being, as a professional, as whatever the fuck I am literally half the measure of my blind ambition. I can just go forward on ambition forever. And I'll wear people away. It's like comedy. I was never the funniest person, but I can outwork the funniest person.
And that's what I tell everyone. I say, you're not going to outwork me.
Right.
You're not gonna, I'm not going to fucking allow it.
Right. And that's like what this is. I mean, I'm doing 3-hour shows from my house every night. I don't know how to do this. I've never done anything like this. But I've been working on the Steeltoe show for 2 years. I've been doing guest spots. I have the equipment. I know how to do that. Let's learn by doing, because you have to get something out there. And the people that start next week or the week after, you're too late.
You're behind already.
Yes.
And that's the thing. Like people, I told you when I started my podcast, man, everybody for fucking a weekend, everybody started hitting me up. Hey, I've been thinking about that. Only advice I got to you is do it. I'm like, I'm 30 episodes in.
Yeah.
I still figure shit out. You know what I mean?
Right? No, I mean,
Like
that's
you just
exactly
gotta,
it.
you just
have
gotta
to,
do it.
And I think there's a certain value in having something self-sustained like that. I think that there is a value in the fact that you can come in and you can just, you know, like dominate a conversation in a funny way, and a lot of people can't do that. And I think there's a value in producing it yourself. One of the things people don't know about my albums is like, yeah, I'm on Stand Up Records, but I'm the producer of all those as far as like the executive, not the executive, but as far as like putting everything together, directing art, all that stuff. And that's the kind of hustle shit that I wanted my hands in, because then the thing is you can't depend on other people ever.
But Corey, you and I both know, man. Like, because people ask me all the time, they're like, why don't other comics do what you do? I said, there's people that do it because they can, and there's people that do it because they can't. They don't want to do nothing else.
Right.
That's us. Like, we don't want to do anything else. So you gotta fucking just keep going at it. You understand what you understand what it took to get there. Not everybody
comedy demands you sacrifice most of, if not your whole life.
Man.
And if you're willing to do that, it was rewarding. If not, it won't be. That's just the reality of it.
And that's what I tell people
all the time. Like my first 4 years, probably I was out 6 to 7 nights a week.
Yeah. And I've I've had kids. My oldest son is 24, man. So I've had a kid as long as I've been doing comedy. So I've always had to try to balance things and, relationships. I had failed relationships and shit because of that. I sacrificed a lot, but I just knew if I just stuck with it, what would fucking happen. Right. And when it did happen, it still blew me away that I'm doing this, like I'm literally living my dream of doing this full time, and I'm feeding my fucking family. The dopest thing about when I did quit my job was we didn't have to downsize anything. I didn't have to go to my family and be like, all right, I know things are gonna be tight. It's like, no, I just fucking kept working, because now I know I gotta bring it in. You know what I'm saying? Because my wife and kids are gonna look at me like, hey, you chose to do this shit, man. Like, we still got a lifestyle. We got to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
So
if you're just joining us, this is Adrian Washington. He is head owner and collaborator of One Mic Entertainment. He's also on the Steel Toe morning show on Fridays. He's also a good friend of mine and a comedian, and he has a podcast called Comedy and Kinfolk. And then he also has a new album coming out called Tablecloth Around My Dick.
Cut from a different cloth, motherfucker.
Circumcised with cloth.
This is dope. So is there a way I can see this, Corey?
Yeah, so what we've been doing with this one is it's live on Twitch right now, right? Everybody's watching it live. But what I started doing yesterday, I figured out, and I will be doing this, is I'm recording all of them, and then after the live stream, I'll be putting them on YouTube. So if you want to go back and watch, because I think this is another thing that, like, for people like you that are getting into it, I think just trying to cross as many platforms as possible is the key. That way you don't put it in the hands of Facebook. You don't put it in the hands of Twitch or fucking YouTube. You can just see where your demographic is and then go to the demographic.
Right. Gotcha. I mean, and there's people hitting me up there like, dude, I'd pay for OnlyFans. I'd Venmo you for a video. So that's what made me start thinking about it. I'm just like, and that's the great thing about it. Like I said, for people who know who we are and know we do, like, you've been part of the Minneapolis comedy scene forever. And you're one of the guys that stuck with it. You know what I mean? Sure. So people know. And the part of the problem is we don't talk about it. We don't talk about we just lost everything, or, you know what I'm saying?
No, because that's the whole thing, is that we're the fucking clown, dude. Nobody wants to watch a clown cry. Nobody wants that.
Right.
There's nothing on this planet worse than a sad clown.
I agree.
Did you just say tears of a clown? Were you just? Did you almost tears of a clown me?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of the Smokey
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Smokey Robinson version, but I got you.
Oh yeah. I love that song. That song fucking slaps, man. That's a great song.
It is. It ain't better than mine playing tricks on me, you ghetto boys. But
yeah, you love that. That was actually, I remember like one of the first times I ever met you, and you were like, "Hey man, what do you want your intro music to be?" And I'm like, "We get intro music," and you go, "Yeah, what do you want it to be?" I'm like, "I don't know." my mind's playing tricks on me by Ghetto Boys, and you just go, all right. You were like into it, man.
Hell yeah, because that's like for one, I love the Ghetto Boys.
Who
Two,
doesn't love
that's
the
like
Ghetto
probably,
Boys?
a lot of motherfuckers don't love the Ghetto Boys.
Well, a lot of people
Besides
don't.
me and you name somebody else.
Nah, yeah, I guess I can't.
Right.
That hurts me though. Don't prove me wrong on my own show. That's me. That's fucking me.
My bad. Go
Don't
to Corey
forget to check
Adam,
out. Don't forget to
Comedy
check
Info.
out Adrian's podcast, Comedy and Tablecloth, or whatever the fuck.
I'm gonna blow it up on Corey's face. Don't you guys worry. I'll make sure you get the right link.
Unsubscribe.
Well, I'm glad to hear you hanging in there, man. If I can do anything to help you out, let me know. We're gonna figure this shit out, and we're gonna keep it moving, man.
I know you like that I say Ghetto Boys, but what were the odds that they actually had Big Timers? This is how we do it. Because every time I ask for some Big Timers, nobody's got any Big Timers. That's why Ghetto Boys.
It was my DJ. You would have had, because trust me, the DJs I had, they probably had Big Timers way before they had Ghetto Boys. They had to download Ghetto Boys for you. Big Timers was already.
Yeah, all right, that's pretty rad. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in and helping me out on this show. We'll check in with you, but hang out. Just really hang in there and keep safe and keep saving your money and just like do whatever we can, because you get that show up, you get that Twitch up. We're gonna do everything we can to cross promote between you, Tovar, myself, Steel Toe, everything.
Hey,
we can all elevate each other as a community.
And I know you guys are doing it. Like you said, you'll help me out. I'm gonna figure this shit out. So I already wrote myself a note. So that's on my agenda tomorrow to figure that shit out too and talk to my guys about it.
If you need help, reach out, man. I'll help you any way I can. I don't know what I'm doing either, but we can do it.
Good. I appreciate that. That's what it's gonna take. I mean, we've been at this shit too long to do anything else. So we're gonna figure it out. We ain't got no choice but to figure it out. That's just who the fuck we are.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's not.
You know.
It's not gonna be like the same, but that doesn't mean that it has to be life changing.
It doesn't mean it has to end.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for calling in, man. I appreciate it. We'll check in with you again. That's Adrian Washington. His podcast is called Comedy and Kinfolk. He has a new album coming out called Cut from a Different Cloth. Did I nail it? Nailed it, maybe?
Yep, Cut from a Different Cloth.
And that'll be out whenever it's done. Yeah, tell them your website.
Yeah. Website's funnymanadrian.com.
Sure. All right. Thank you so much, Adrian.
No problem, Corey. Take care, brother.
Yep, you too. Bye. All right, that is Adrian Washington. You're sitting in the car? What do you mean you're sitting in the car? Get in the car. Is that Brian? Yeah, that's Brian. All right, hold on. We actually have a special treat for you in the fact that we have my co-host from Unregulated Radio. We're gonna try to get Brian on here right meow. Let's see if we can do this. There's that. All right, here we go. We're just rolling through. A lot of guests today, I guess. So I guess that's just what it's going to be. So let's, boom. Let's call Brian. Let's see what he's getting into, shall we? A lot of guests today, I guess.
Yo.
What up?
What up?
Turn off your Twitch. That shit's about to be echoey as fuck.
It's gone, baby.
Yeah, what up, buddy?
Well, how you doing? How you getting by?
Welcome to Unregulated Video.
Spin-off.
That's right. We're spin-off territory now.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Did you drive to the radio station and are sitting in your car right now?
You know what? I'm a creature of habit.
Yep.
So I am there because our producer Brianne knows deep down that I'm her soulmate.
Okay.
She drove there too.
Okay.
But she actually has locked her car doors and has a very scared look on her face. So I'm getting mixed messages for sure.
Okay, and how does that make you feel?
Pretty much like every day. It's just par for the course.
Just par for the course, huh?
When you're creepy old Brian McDaniel.
You are creepy. You know, you are super creepy, and everybody knows that about you because you advertise it. Like I've never met anybody as creepy as you that's just so willing to like throw themselves out on it. Like just, oh yeah, no, I'm creepy as fuck.
Well, because people are afraid of people who pretend to be good people but really are bad people. They're fine with people who admit, yeah, I'm kind of a bad person.
Well, yeah, because
They
it
appreciate
feels a
the
little bit
honesty.
it feels a little bit more genuine, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, I always consider myself like a Han Solo type. Yeah,
Oh
I'm a
my God!
scoundrel. I'm a
Of course
scoundrel,
you
but
do.
you can count on me at the end.
No, no one should
Who you
count on you.
call who you calling scruffy looking?
No one called you scruffy. You're just making up shit now.
Yeah, well, it's
You're
because I
just-
miss you so much.
yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, 10:30 on a Monday when we normally do unregulated radio always kind of seemed like a pain in the ass. But now that we haven't done it for 2 weeks, I really, really do miss it.
Well, it's a fun show. I mean, I don't know. Like honestly, like if I didn't enjoy you, I didn't enjoy Bree, and I didn't enjoy the show, I just wouldn't do it. I mean, I
sure.
come right from Acme to do that shit. My day could be over then if I didn't like it. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think part of the only problem is that I live just north of Iowa, so I would have a
where do you
little bit
live?
more of a drive afterwards. I'm in Lakeville.
Oh, that's
so
right. That is why because you do
that's
split right away. You're like about.
Well, it's because usually I don't get home till after midnight. But no, it's a great show. I like doing it, and more and more and more people are watching and listening to it because I'm getting lots of people talking to me about it. So it's good stuff, Maynard.
Yeah. I wish we could take another call right now, but I don't know how. It would just be cool because I can just like this show. I can just call people and like harass. This show is like unregulated radio if we called them.
Oh yeah. Well, and I want to give you a little bit of credit on kind of being on the forefront of some of this stuff.
Sure.
Because every clown in comedy and practically every clown everywhere has a podcast. And when you and I started doing unregulated radio, you were pretty insistent that we put it on Facebook Live, and eventually you'd like to switch it over to Twitch.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought, well, that's not going to do much. Well, we get a lot of.
I think we
people
get
who
more.
watch us.
We get more hits on Facebook than we do on the podcast. I
Oh,
believe
for
that.
sure. But on my other podcast, the one that you resent, Wrong About Everything.
I don't resent it. Okay, first off, nobody said you could plug that podcast here. Second off, I don't resent it. I just resent that you plug it all the time and refer to it as the podcast or your only podcast, which you have done before.
I don't know if I ever said my only podcast.
Oh, yeah, here comes plausible deniability, Brian.
Hey, I'm trying to give you credit for being right about something because on the podcast that we shall not name last week, we had our best week ever just on video watches, just on people watching it on
right
Facebook.
Now, too, people are bored. I mean, they need content. Content is king.
Uh-huh.
And that's what's like really fun. I don't know. It's like part of me feels bad. I feel bad for all the comics and everybody that's going through all this shit because it's rough. But I do also kind of like watching people just implode and watching a lot of these people just get what they deserve almost. Like it's interesting to watch how many people refuse to adapt.
Yeah.
It's adapt or die time, and these people are like, yeah, but what if I just die? It's just crazy. And like, I mean, I'm sitting here like I don't want to be panhandling on Venmo, but I will. Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo. You guys send me your money. I need money. Easy. Like that. Like, but here's the thing. I'll also give away a bunch of content for it. I mean, I've been doing 3 hours of this fucking show nightly for 4 days now. Now, am I going to take a break? Will it be 5 days a week and not 7? I don't know. Probably. But right now, it's something that I look forward to because it adds a little bit of normality in what's clearly not a normal time.
Well, and I think that a lot of people in the comedy community, they see, the open mics and some of the shows and showcases as that's where they go to hang out with their friends. You're kind of finding out who are the people who are in comedy to hang out with their friends and who are the people who are looking to grind and who are the people who are looking to say, okay, this is a unique situation. What am I going to do to stay relevant and to keep creating? You're kind of seeing who those people are.
Well, you have to do it. You have to adapt or you die. That's just the reality of life.
Yep.
And that's, I mean, it's like, is this show gonna is this thing that I'm doing right now, is it new or is it, a new concept? No, absolutely not. But it's me saying that, you know what, for 12 years of my life now, maybe more, I have spent 3 hours a night at open mics minimum trying to hone my craft.
Yep.
Now that's not available to me anymore. But that doesn't mean that you give up. That means that, okay, well, maybe I have to go do this more. Maybe I have to get better. And it's interesting because You know, like I have you to thank for a lot of it because you got me on the Justice and Drew show for the first time. And it's like a lot of this stuff, you know, for 2 years now I've been interacting with radio. So the idea of doing a 3-hour formatted radio show is not unthinkable or unprecedented to me. It makes sense.
Well, and for people in the community, the mics aren't coming back anytime soon. So you can't just say, okay, I'm going to take a week off and then see what. I mean, this is the reality for the foreseeable future, and it's going to be interesting to see who kind of comes back after all this. Who loses this as part of their weekly routine. Probably most people are back, but it'll be interesting to see who doesn't.
I mean, I'm not going to air it here, but I can definitely text you a short list of people that I think are going to be gone.
All right, well, I want to get that, but
I think also in a lot of ways, stand-up comedy can be this weird, abusive, like, relationship.
Yeah.
Because most of the people aren't getting as much out of it as maybe they could have or maybe they want to.
Well,
and just keep grinding. I mean, think of like how many unfunny people just show up with the kind of dedication that's just, you're like, oh yeah, you're really dedicated to this thing you'll never really be able to achieve.
well, I think some of it is too is that, you know, for some of like those types of people, they don't have anything else to do.
No.
And they might not have friends and other. I'm not looking to dump on anybody, but you know, this might be their main source of social interaction, which is good.
If you want to get super dark and like down the rabbit hole on it, I mean, like there's going to be some people that eat a gun over this, man. And I don't mean to be like, I know that that's not nice to say, and I know that's not cool or whatever, but it's just the reality. The reality is someone's going to eat a gun over this. And I don't know that it will be in our community. I hope it's not, but I guarantee you there will be a comic that we will read about that is killing themselves over this whole ordeal. Because, you know, it's a weird, dark chasm to look down. I mean, I've been fully open about this with everybody, is that I don't have a fallback plan. I was taught in college in an improv class that if you have a fallback plan, you will always fall back on it. It's just a means of life. And now I'm thinking, God, I should have graduated from college and gotten that history degree. I should have been a teacher. I'd be way better off right now.
You'd be getting paid for not working right now.
I know. Instead, I've got to fucking sit here, try to entertain these motherfuckers as I fucking just panhandle. Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo.
Yep.
Everything helps. Please donate, Twitch. I'm talking to you directly. Max says this will weed out the shit comedians who come back with nothing but COVID jokes. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah, no, there'll be tons of that. That's for sure.
I mean, I had a COVID set on. So I did not like a week from today was the last time I did a mic because Acme was still having theirs.
Yep.
And it was funny because nobody showed up to the mic. It's like 10, 15 people maybe. And they were sporadically placed. I mean, it was social distancing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just funny. But I did a whole group of COVID jokes, and I got them out of my system before I went in lockdown. And that's not what I'm going to be writing. But the main thing is that this might not come back the same way. Just because they say that we're allowed to go out doesn't mean people are going to.
No. Well, what's going to be super interesting is, one of the things I'm working on for my real job, I represent bars, restaurants, and liquor stores. And when, a lot of other states are doing that shelter in place or that stay at home legislation, and some states
tell people who you are in relation to this so they know.
Okay, so I'm Brian McDaniel. I represent everything that Corey Adam as the libertarian detests, as I am definitely part of the swamp. My real job is I work in politics, and I'm a lobbyist. And before that, I worked for the House of Representatives and for a governor and pretty much everything in between. So I am the establishment that all of you rightfully detest. But in any event, so a lot of states are putting in these shelter-in-place or stay-at-home laws under executive orders, which essentially are shutting down non-essential businesses. Now, almost all states have included liquor stores as an essential, deliverer of both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy the shit that they've deemed necessary in all this.
Yeah, but in Denver, not Colorado, but just Denver, today, the mayor shut down liquor stores and weed dispensaries.
Oh, great. Hope you
Guess
enjoy.
what?
Hope you enjoy your riots, asshole.
Well, exactly. Guess what? They're open again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Didn't
You
even
weren't.
last
You
a
weren't.
day.
You were never keeping that down for sure.
Well, and what you said is right. The rioting, I mean, that is real. Not to be like, not to be smartass about it. It will happen. There is an owner of one of the liquor stores as part of the organization I represent who said that when Minneapolis had a tornado, however many years ago that
I believe
was,
it's pronounced tornado.
tornado. When they had a
It's
tornado,
yeah. It's like Weibo or whatever, right?
yeah.
What do you call it? Weibo? Weeboo?
Wobu.
Wobu. Yeah. They had a tornado at Wobu.
The tornado in Wobu. The tornado in Minneapolis. That they shut down the liquor store. The city did shut down the liquor store, and they got looted just for that.
I mean, that's always been my stance on this. Is that I was one of those people that a week or so ago I was saying, oh, it's just a flu, it's fine, and now I've never seen a flu cancel a fucking NBA league. Like, I've never seen that,
The Olympics.
Right, all of it. Like Tony Ferguson and Khabib just got canceled, and that's a fight that is hilarious how many times it's been canceled. But the thing that worries me, I'm not worried about the virus. Like, if I get it, I get it. There's not really anything you can do about that.
Yeah.
But if these people are as stupid as I think they are, this is going to be pandemonium. I mean, what do people do when they're ordered to stay at home for, a week and a half and nobody stocked up because nobody was taking this seriously?
Yeah. Well, and I was with you. I mean, you and I both were kind of, shitting on this as a global pandemic.
Well, the swine flu was labeled a pandemic, and I still, this isn't a popular opinion, but I still hold that a lot of the shittiness about this is because Trump is president. Swine flu had 30 million cases. And nobody, it wasn't this big of a freak out. And granted the death rate is lower, but do we really know what the death rate is? We have Chinese numbers, which mean nothing because they've been lying about it the whole way. We have an Italy that has an older average age of citizens and they love to smoke.
Yeah.
It's Iran's not telling us the real number. Pakistan's probably not telling us the real number. Even Australia, you had people that were inhaling fire fumes for months. That can't do good for your fucking respiratory system.
No, in Minnesota, you've had 8 people hospitalized. 1 person died, and it was somebody with major pre-existing conditions.
If you look at 90,
pardon. I think
the person that died in Minnesota was super old, right?
They were I think they're 80 or something. But if you look at the states,
80 is the new 90 with COVID.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, if you look at where the people are really having the worst time, it's Washington, California, New York. It's coastal states, and I think a lot of that has to do with people who traveled abroad, came here. And let's remember that as much as people want to shit on President Trump on how he's handled this, and there have been things that he certainly should answer for, but when he started banning people traveling from China, they crucified him and said that that he was acting irrationally and racist, and it was absolutely the right thing to do.
How ironic is it that right now Mexico is talking about building a wall?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, sometimes you just got to. I mean, Canada.
Yeah, Motor City. Dave said Detroit and Chicago. Yeah, those cities are on lockdown.
Yeah, but they're not having the death. They're not having the same death rates as New York.
I know you can't. That was my point. I know you can't say anything or anything like that. But what's your inside hunch about whether or not we get locked down?
Oh, I think it's definitely going to happen. But my background is Republican. But I'm going to give Governor Walz a ton of credit for how he has handled this, because I think part of what a chief executive, like Ronald Reagan did and others, and one of the things that President Trump doesn't do is Governor Walz has given people, a sense that he's in charge, and a sense
but now he's isolating because he has COVID.
He was exposed to somebody who had COVID. But I think...
Are you still going into work, or is everybody working at home?
for the most part, everyone's working at home. He's at the governor's mansion. I mean, I've been busier than I normally am with all my clients, just trying to figure out what's going on. But I've been working at home. I mean, if I went up to the Capitol, one, I don't know that they'd let me in, and two, there wouldn't be anyone for me to meet with, even if I did get up there.
Sure.
But anyway, I think today's Monday. I think that there will be some form of a lockdown by next Monday, but I don't think it's going to be.
You don't think it'll be like a stay in shelter?
Well, it'll be a form of that, but I think liquor stores will be open. I think that you'll still be able to go to the grocery store. You'll still be able to go to the pharmacy. You'll still be able to, do.
You'll still be able to go out in public and contract and spread this.
To a certain extent, yes. But for the most part, they're going to just be a lot more vigilant, probably on making sure that people aren't congregating.
Right.
But yeah, and also one of the things I've worked on, just so you guys don't think I'm completely a horrible person, one of the things I worked on this week is trying to get the governor to allow.
Hey, I will always think you're a horrible person.
Well, that's because you know me. Is that we've been working on getting the governor to allow bars and restaurants to deliver booze. Because right now, for the most part.
So you're saying you're doing the Lord's work right now because you're trying to legalize a roadie. I love you, man. I love what you're about.
Doing what I can.
So otherwise, it's just been pretty laissez-faire, like just same old, same old.
Well, I mean, because I work for a couple of industry like the mining industry and liquor, that what happens in the next couple of weeks matters a ton for them. I've been busy with those clients, but for the most of the part, the legislature's kind of just done. Everyone knows that all the little things that we're working on for this client or that client aren't going to happen. There's a bonding bill, which we don't have to get into, which they're going to negotiate behind closed doors. So if
what is your feelings on watching? And I'll tell you my opinion as I cite
Yeah.
it to you, just because I want to hear your side of it. But like, what is your take on watching these fucking buffoons in the federal government keep trying to like piggyback shit that's not going to go anywhere on bills with each other? Because like the fucking House sent a bill over to the Senate that had all this bullshit in it, and then the Senate sent a bill back to the House that had all this bullshit in it. Like, are they just going to keep doing this till nothing gets done?
Well, I mean, that's been their, pox on both their houses. I mean, that's what, I mean, when's the last time the Republicans or the Democrats on the federal level actually did something? You could say the
they got the president impeached.
They did
Now
do
he's
that.
Now he's not our president, right? That's how it works.
Well, yeah. Oh, last I checked, they're looking for a new one. I think I saw something on Craigslist about that.
Oh,
but
man.
you could say the
Slightly used Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Was loved and weathered. Rear end broken in.
I mean, you could say that Obama with the Affordable Care Act, but that thing got gutted before it actually got put into place. No public option, all of that stuff.
Yeah, well, it was Romney Care. They gutted Romney Care and then just forced through a broken system, and then and now they're surprised when it's still broken. I mean, you know me, I hate everybody.
Yep. Well, one thing I can say is that your first line of defense of it is your county, then your state, then the federal government when it comes to these things. Now, the federal government has the money, so they need to stop fucking around. But if you look at Minnesota, even though we haven't planned as much as we should, we've planned a whole hell of a lot better than other states.
Well, it's crazy to see how, because I was talking about this a couple days ago. It's funny watching how Minnesota has this weird passive-aggressive, like, oh, sure would be nice if you stayed home and made some casserole. Like, it's like they didn't order us to stay in shelter, but like, look at all the fucking public shaming and social pressure when you go outside.
Because you know what? I have not been fucking around on that. I've been going out only when I need to. We had a trip to Florida planned, which we didn't go on. Mm-hmm. But I still don't like the Twitter tough guys.
Right. Well, and like my whole thing is that like I'm not saying that I would or would not do this, but at the present moment, I have no income for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever I can scrounge up here on Twitch or people donating to Corey Adam Comedy on Venmo, that's all I have for right now. And if I wanted to go out and do stuff, nothing's open for me to do. I have no money. I mean, I was going to go to a pinball convention in Texas, but like the pinball convention got canceled and then the fucking tickets got canceled. it's crazy. And like, there's no way this is only going to be 2 weeks. There's just
No,
nothing.
there's no way. Because one of the things that Governor Walz said today, because he had a press conference, was that if there's a shelter in place law that he puts in an executive order, it's not going to be for a couple weeks. It'll be longer than that. So he's actually doing the prudent thing.
No, and somebody's laughing at us. Somebody's laughing at us because Utah even got rid of 3-2 beer before Minnesota.
Minnesota, 100%. Let me just say this: 3-2 beer has not gone away. That's one of the things that the people who are trying to get it into grocery stores tell you. It's not true. 3-2 beer is everywhere, and in fact, with all the seltzers and all the other things, the alcohol content of beer is getting lower, not higher. So it's actually factually inaccurate that 3-2 beer is going away. In Minnesota, we have laws on where you can sell strong beer.
Sure.
And right now, liquor stores and other places are where you can do that. Liquor stores are open 7 days a week. They are plentiful. There is no lack of access to booze. And if all of a sudden you just put what they call alcohol everywhere, I mean, that's when you get more beer walking out the back of the store than the front. But
all right,
whatever.
well, check this out. You ready?
Yeah.
That's about it, right?
That's about it, right?
Wait, hold on. You won't be able to hear this, but this is for our unregulated audience members. Hold on. Let's see if this happens. I don't think you'll be able to hear it either, but here we go. Oh, I didn't have it fucking there. Wait. Yes. I'm putting a hang up sound right now.
Oh.
It didn't really work very well. But yeah, I just thought it was funny to cut you off right as we hit about the 20-minute half-hour mark, which is the actual time frame of our podcast, Unregulated Radio. You can listen to us every Monday when they allow us to do it again, I guess.
10:30.
10:30? Yeah, and we'll do one of these call-in streams. Like, if you have a webcam, I can probably talk you into doing it, and we can do a stream from our house and do it as a group chat or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think Zoom has worked. Well, okay, well,
Fuck Zoom. Zoom is for fucking sellouts, man.
Well,
you can't monetize Zoom. You can't. They get pissed when you keep saying go to Venmo at Corey Adam Comedy and give whatever you can. Brian, thank you so much for calling in, man. I do miss doing this with you all the time,
yep.
And I love you. I hope you stay safe out there. I hope that ghost in your TV remains. If you want to hear more about Brian McDaniel, you can go to Unregulated Radio. That is on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever. His co-host is myself, and then we also have Bree in the booth. And then you can also listen to whatever else his other podcast is called. I forget. So,
all right, man. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for calling in, buddy.
All right, bye.
All right, buddy. Bye. All right, that was Brian McDaniel, and I mean, if he says legitimately he thinks that there's going to be a stay in order in place, like, I believe him because he's on the inside on a lot of this stuff. He knows. So, I mean, it's one of those things, you know. He's a guy that's in the know on it. So that's something that we all have to. Now it's time for us to check in with our local survival guru, I guess. Stephen Tovar will be joining us here in a second as soon as I get this up and running. There we go. This is the good one. Here we go.
Hello.
What up, buddy?
And I'm going to turn down the volume here so we don't have any feedback. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. I have to go pee, so you entertain them real quick.
Oh, I will. What's going on, guys? I got the 5-minute pee talk a couple minutes ago, so I've actually been looking forward to talking to everybody. How's everybody going? What's going on, Matt?
Tell them who you are, where they can find you, what your plans are. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. I'll throw some social plugs for me because I just started some new things today. So I'm starting some live feeds starting this Wednesday at 6 o'clock. I'll have Alex Jaffe on Instagram. You can find me on Stephen Tovar79 on Instagram. We're going to be talking about our childhoods, how we're kind of coping with getting used to this new world we're living in, how we're mourning our old lives. It's going to be a half an hour to an hour conversation weekly with different comics, various friends that I have all throughout the world. I grew up in Southern California, so, I mean, I got all kinds of people that I'm planning on bringing on. Friday, we're going to do a variety show on Facebook. It's not really a comedy show. I mean, I would like to see a lot of comedy on there, but honestly, it's just a space where friends can kind of gather, talk about their week, what they've been through, any kind of funny stories that they might have, that kind of thing. And then on Monday, I'm going to be on Twitch on 6 o'clock, probably like an hour and a half before Corey comes on. And I'm going to do a weekly news brief where I talk about articles that I think might be relevant for that week, and then things that I think people should be paying attention to. Plan on tuning in with me. I'll have more details throughout the show as far as like my Twitter handle, which you guys already know I'm on here. And most of you know my Facebook. For Time with Tovi. That's fucking funny. I wish he'd turn his microphone when he went off. That's so funny. You hear so many background noises in the background. My Twitch name is Tovarius_79. Here, let me. I'll say hi in the message board so you'll see me. There. You guys can follow me there. I'm actually doing a lot of Forza gaming, a lot of GTA gaming, so I'm gonna start doing a lot of that too. So if you like watching online racing and cool cars and stuff, because we can't drive anywhere right now, I'll probably be on there later tonight. Actually, I'll probably be playing Rocket League with my nephew and maybe Corey. So maybe I'll be streaming alongside of him. We'll see. So yeah, I'm just trying to put myself out there more. I'm trying to help people learn. My background, I grew up kind of like poor in Southern California. I lived homeless as a kid. I lived homeless as an adult. I've been through a lot of shitty times, and I kind of like have a lot of foresight into what's kind of happening right now and what things we can all be doing to help prepare us for what's happening now and possibly what could be happening down the road, because everything's up in the air right now, and the stock market's scaring everybody. Fast as you can. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of. My buddy told me that a couple weeks ago. There's nobody pulling. The cops aren't pulling anybody over right now because they don't want to get COVID. So like a lot of speeding is just being let go.
Oh yeah, if you get pulled over by a cop right now, you cough on them. That's the pro move.
That's everybody's move. It's not even pro. It's just everybody's doing.
It's also a semi-amateur move.
Yeah, it's definitely the move. Yeah.
Move? All right.
Yeah. 100 down 100. Why wouldn't you do 100 down 100? That's bomb. I mean, if we're gonna lock down the state in a couple of days.
Do 169 down 169.
Probably needs a different car for that.
Well, that's on him. He should have thought ahead.
What about 252 down 252, huh?
Yeah. How are you, Tovar? How you doing? How's everything?
Really good. Had a good day.
Good.
More or less. I don't know.
Doima says you were the reason he went and stocked up on groceries.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. Thank you, man. I think everyone needs to. It's fucking scary out there, and like as much as you want to, fast food is, or ordering food is, if you're high risk, is kind of dangerous.
I'm putting up my BRB screen.
Yeah, I've been playing around with that, man. That's why I started learning, because my first show that I'm going to broadcast on Twitch is going to be next Monday, But I'm giving myself a whole week to learn that system because I know it's kind of a little bit complicated. I like how you're using it though. It's really nice. I'm looking forward to like figuring it all out.
Yeah, I mean it's decent. Let's see. I'm glad you didn't call me. I'm eating Snickers and drinking scotch right now. We're still gonna call you, Max. Stop being dramatic.
Oh, he doesn't want to be called?
No, he's like, we're gonna call him. He did some fucking ridiculous shit today that I thought was super funny. What's your Tovar survival tips this week, buddy?
Okay, so I got a list that you had me compile the other day. So today I want to talk about things that we all could be learning while we're just sitting around the house doing nothing. I mean, and this goes everything
I'm gonna go
from
with any skill.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even what we're doing right now, where we're just learning how to broadcast ourselves, just the learning process to just suck up hours in the day. Because I swear to God, man, like today flew by because most of the day I've just been trying to figure out how to do all the things that I want to do in the next coming week.
Oh yeah, I mean, welcome to my life. I've literally, when I'm not broadcasting, I'm trying to figure out how to better this. I'm trying to learn OBS on the fly, and I appreciate your comments about like how I'm using it, but I don't really like my setup, and I'm going to edit. I just had to make something.
It's a working in progress.
Right. Well, I just had to make something that was up and running that I could use right away. But I don't like this orange color scheme necessarily, and I definitely don't like how the widgets drop on the left side.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it's not necessarily my favorite, but like I mean,
but whatever.
The main problem was like this one had the stream ending. the intermission, the be right back, and the stream starting screen.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also had content blocks where I could put just the, like where is it? Like right here, I could put the social media, and that was the main thing for me that I wanted.
Yeah, that's what I have to learn. I think tomorrow I'm going to be learning on how to like import those like articles and stuff that you were showing that you've been doing the last couple of days.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be calling and picking your brain a bunch more too.
Yeah, man.
So.
No, I got you. Like I said, I told Adrian the same thing. I'm here to help anybody I can. Let's do this. This is how we make money now. Like, donate bits if you can. Go to Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo.com if you can, or even go to Corey Adam Comedy at PayPal. Anything helps, man. That's how this works.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have all my links for like all my like pay streams on, just so if anyone wants to donate. Like I have 5 pay streams: Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, iPay. I take it all. I'll even take your dirty cash if you slide.
You look like a guy that takes it all.
Yeah. All right, back to learning, man. Other than like what I'm trying to learn, besides like all this. I think it's important for everyone right now to know how to grow a garden. If you get a hold of some seeds, I'm sure that that's something that hasn't actually sold out yet if you go to the stores. If you were to pick up enough stuff that you could plant in a section of your yard.
If you're hot enough, he'll always give you his seeds. Oh, is that weird?
No, I mean, do whatever you're going to do, man. It's your show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Nobody can browbeat me. I'm fucking in control now.
The fans don't love me enough to pick on you yet, so I got to wait a few weeks.
You'll get there.
Yeah. The other thing that I've been learning in the last couple of weeks, or at least tried to learn, it's like really boring work, but I feel like I have to do it. I'm trying to learn edible plants in this state and like how to just set basic small animal traps. Just for like a really shitty, fucked up scenario where like, you can't get food for a couple months and you need to find some kind of protein,
Yeah.
I hope never to need it, but if you're bored and you're not doing anything, like the internet's full of people that are willing to show you how to do traps, and you can watch videos, you can read on it. Edible plants and something everybody should learn, because you can feed yourself an awful lot off of stuff that's growing everywhere around you if you're paying attention.
Yeah, well, and especially with like the idea that you need to know which mushrooms are poisonous, which ones aren't. Mushrooms, because mushrooms are a big part of it.
Yeah, our friend Sam, like he lives off of stuff. He just goes out and forages, pretty much, or at least he has.
Yeah, no, he knows all that shit. He goes and hunts Marcells and all that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and I feel like this summer you could probably collect a lot of like food by just going out in nature and getting yourself a lot of greens and stuff. So they'll help keep you healthy. After you run out of your first supply of like fruits and veg. Along with if you can grow a garden, and then in the fall you're gonna have you'll be able to restock your veg again without having to spend a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, I think you told me this the other day, is maps, man. Just making sure you have a map of the state that you live in on hand.
I would say this is actually something that's really crazy to me because it's not actually sold out most places that people are.
Yeah.
But like go to like AAA, go to Target, go to like all these supplies are still there, and get yourself a encyclopedia. Or shit, if you have a printer, just like download them and print them out. But what you want is want a collective list of all the roads and highways in America. You want that. Need that, because then if something happens, and a lot of this sounds like doomsday prepping, and it is. But none of this is going to, like, you're not going to be mad that you bought a map. You know what I mean? Like, if you went out and you blew $500 on groceries, and then it turns out that nothing that we're worried about happens, you still have a pantry full of groceries. There's no downside to that. Having a map is something that, like, it's not that expensive, and if you need it, you're going to really, really want it, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And I would always want to feel silly that I over-prepared than go hungry and not know where the fuck I'm at,
Somebody gave bits on Mikey's behalf for time with Tovey. They're calling you Tovey.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Tovey
I'm glad
time.
you're getting paid for
the
me.
Tovey, the Tovey Tubby.
The Tovey time. I guess the second subject that I wanted to talk about, which I think is really important right now, is what to do if you get sick.
Which is don't tell anybody.
Yeah, that is the first thing that I have written in all caps on this list.
Rule number 1 of Quarantine Fight Club. Do not talk about Quarantine Fight Club.
Yeah, like I was listening to David talk about it a little bit yesterday, and I was kind of shaking my head a little bit. And I know it's kind of early, and you could probably get away with it, but the further we go into this, the scarier it is to post anything about any illness you might have on social media, man. Like, they've already told everybody that they're watching our movements. They know when we're going into hot spots. They're watching our Facebook more than they have been. And if they start getting really bad breakouts in areas, and you start advertising that you're sick to your friends or on social media, in other countries they've sent troops to grab people, and they're not above that
in
here.
our country. I mean, they like
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
night
they're
that
not
we had
above that here.
lockdown in California.
Yeah,
they had
exactly.
ICE agents and immigration law taking out illegal immigrants. Like, this is
That's a very good point.
This is something that
they've already
have
done it here.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Ask the Chinese about intern camps. They'll tell you all about America.
Yeah, no shit, man. The next thing is like try and drink as many hot liquids as you can. The second
like this. Why is this one? I never drink hot liquids.
The one thing is because the hotter liquids tend to like kill off a lot of like the bacteria that you have in your mouth, especially if you're drinking like hot tea, broth, or coffee. The broth has got all kinds of vitamins that are good for you too. It helps your throat if you got a sore throat. And it also that heat in your esophagus kind of like opens up those breathing passageways a little bit and helps you breathe a little bit easier. And if you treat a sore throat right away with warm liquids like tea and broth, and even coffee,
or honey, or even just gargling salt water. I mean, there's tons of stuff.
The other thing is stop drinking cold water. They don't recommend that you drink cold water. Room temperature water is actually better for you.
I drink cold water all the time. Get fucked.
And I can't wait for you to die.
Yeah, I bet you can. You're going to be mad when I die because nobody will be here to help promote your fucking Twitch stream, bitch.
Here's one that I got from when I was a kid. Whenever I was sick and I had a chest cold, my mom would like boil a big pot of water, and then she'd turn the flame off, and she put like my head over it, and she put a towel over my head and make like a little mini sauna.
A mini sauna? That's weird.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. So what you would do is you put the towel over your head and the pot of hot water as it's steaming, right? And then you're just sitting there breathing that steam like you'd be sitting in a sauna. And that is going to be really huge for your lungs, especially if they're congested at all. Yeah.
That's useful. I didn't know that at all. That's really interesting.
Yeah. The other thing, I've heard that ibuprofen is actually bad for you if you get sick with this shit.
Ibuprofen is bad for you if you're using it like to fight a flu like this.
Yes.
But it's not bad. Like, the main thing to do is the aspirin a day if you're going to do that.
Yes. The aspirin and then the zinc, the vitamins is the other thing I was going to talk about. Is just making sure that you have the zinc, the vitamin C. The multivitamins are really good too. Like, we got a multivitamin.
Ooh, there's somebody in here called Corey Adam is boring. And he goes, "Wow, great to see you're as entertaining on Monday night as you are on Thursday mornings with Aaron." I mean, you're still. He said being in my room. Like, that's the funny part. Like, whoever that is registered that name and came in here.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's a fan move right there. Like, that's an undercover fan.
Or an Aaron troll.
That's not an Aaron troll. Aaron's not that funny to be that troll like that. Boring. So boring that you have to hop on my comments and interrupt your guest. Oh, yeah? Is that what's happening?
He's been interrupting me all of my life.
Yeah, or are we laughing at you? Savage Dragon D says, "My wife always thought it was nuts that I have what?
Paper maps have ever seen."
Oh, yeah. Up until no, that's exactly it, dude.
That's smart.
I mean, I think a lot of people don't understand that, like, we may get to a point where, electricity might not be foreseeable if you don't have your own generator.
Yeah. Or know how to make a wood generator or a geek generator.
Where's your internet? When the internet goes away, what are people going to do if it does?
Yeah. I'm going to head to the woods with a shotgun. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but not all of us can be a hero like you.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying that plan's going to work out. There's a lot of unknowns right now, man. I'm just trying to get everyone prepared for, like, which way this goes, because, like, everyone's hoping that the stock market recovers and we find enough gloves and masks.
But you're kind of hoping it doesn't, because you're built for the wasteland.
I am built for the wasteland. You're absolutely right. But, like, we talked about, one of the reasons I wanted to do this is because I know a lot of people are going to suffer in the next coming months, and that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, just because I'm good at something
Can't
doesn't
save
mean
them all, man.
Yeah. No, I know. And that sucks. And I know a lot of people on here like know people like that too. I talked about it the other day. Like we all know people that are probably not going to make it, man. And all we can do is just try and learn as much as we can and like keep our heads
help where
up.
you can, but you have to.
Yeah.
At some point, there's a point where you can't help people, or it's at the detriment of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the other thing I want to stress is because I know it's like ordering food day, National Ordering Out Day or some shit tomorrow. I don't know what the hell it is, but like if you are moderate or high risk and have a compromised immune system, please stop ordering out from food places. You know,
I'm gonna roll that back just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say if you want to do that, just take steps to
Mm-hmm.
prepare the food you're ordering. Like if you have a steamer, if you have, I mean, there's ways to just be able to do that if that's what you want to do. You know.
Okay. Well, I'm
just
saying,
like the idea like that. You know, I mean, like because somebody could be infected making your food.
yes, or delivering your food, or like putting it in the packaging, or you know, it's a few hands before it gets to you, and you don't know who those people have been around. And so, like the bag that they hand you, the cash that you interact with them with, you know, they grab your credit card and they hand you back their credit card, and now your credit card's got Corona on it. You know.
Yeah, and they don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. Just the air that they breathe. You know, if they're showing up to your door and they don't have a mask, and I know a lot of these places have started doing touchless delivery. You know, like I have a friend that works for a pizza place, and he's doing touchless delivery, and that's really great. But there's still a lot of people that work in that kitchen that you don't know personally. You know, and you don't know where they've been, and you don't know what they could be transmitting. And if you have a strong immune system and you want to risk it, you know, that's fine. There's a lot of people, and I think you were telling me you would rather get it right away than later on because.
Well, I just think, I mean, I wouldn't like. I'd rather not get it at all if I'm being honest.
I'm the same way. If I can mitigate it completely and just avoid this first rush, I would be happy.
Well, and I think like as much as people aren't really talking about it or anything, I mean, I think that you're looking at a very feasible way to beat it is to beat that first rush, because once you beat that first rush, that second rush isn't going to be shit.
No, well, unless it mutates and you get it again.
Well, but I mean but if it mutates and you get it again, that could affect you when you like if you got it at first, then you could theoretically get it again because it mutated.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the idea that you're like this version of it, if it doesn't mutate, which I think we can all agree the real concern here is that it mutates.
Yes. Which obviously, I mean, every season it's around, it's going to, you know, until we find a vaccine to take care of it, you know.
Correct.
Did you watch that Trump press conference today? It was.
I read part of it. I watched a little bit of it. I don't.
A little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, here's the thing. He right now, they are, and this will be conspiracy theory stuff, but what they're doing right now is they're stoking the flames for World War III against China. Because,
that's what I kind of feel like.
Because that's how they're going to leverage their way out of a Great Depression.
Yeah.
Because it's how we got out of the Great Depression the first time around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Holy shit.
Mikey's on his way out. We're gonna hang tonight. Oh yeah. All right. Well, get on your way out, I guess. Weird.
People hanging? Who's hanging?
Well, I think he's talking about me playing Witcher. He's been clucking at me. I was gonna play Witcher last night, but I went to go pop it in, and the one I bought for $20 at Best Buy was like the Game of the Year Collector's Edition, so it had all the downloadable content stuff. So I wasn't able to start the game, and it just kept downloading and shit. Yeah, dude, I had to delete like 3 other games to make room for it and shit. It's like, ugh, this is garbage. Yeah. I already hate it. But I'll toss a coin to my Witcher. Speaking of toss a coin, don't forget to go to Corey Adam Comedy on Venmo. Donate bits here. You can go to PayPal.
It's a nice plug.
Anything. Yeah, right. It was really good. It was seamless. I'm getting better at these plugs. I wanted to keep you on for this next segment, but I don't have a way to play audio where you can hear it yet.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm watching it, so I have it on.
So what I will do is I'm going to let you go. I want to. This is going to be really fun and really like just fulfilling for me, and I think you'll enjoy it. So we're going to watch a little video quick, and then we will call you right back. We might actually get to Max first, but we will loop ourselves back around to you. Okay?
Yep, I'm not worried.
All right. That is Stephen Tovar. Clap your hands, stomp your feet. He is the man, I guess.
Thanks, guys.
Goodbye. Tovar will be starting up a Twitch stream. You can go see him wherever CDs are sold. I don't know why I said that. I just wanted to. Let's see here. We should get Max going because I want to talk to Max a little bit about this since we're on the topic of the thing. So Wilder Fury 2 is on. Oh yeah, so you're gonna be gone for 3 rounds. Nobody cares. That fight was great, but it's over, man. It's over, bro. Okay, we're gonna pop this up. Facebook or Facebook. Max, I'm calling you now, so get ready. This is happening. There.
Hello?
What up?
What up?
How are you?
Why is it still ringing?
I don't know why it's fucking ringing. It's not ringing over here.
Oh, it's all good.
That's between you and your God.
Holy shit. It's still... Whoa, there's like a 40-second delay.
Yeah? How is that for you? Hello? Well, that was that, I guess. I think maybe he forgot to charge his phone or something. That was real weird. Doesn't work if you call me. Hold on, I will call you. Here we go. Boom. This is not Max Weird. He is a weird Max, but he's not Max Weird.
Hello?
Hey, what up?
No, nothing. I was trying to use my headset from work.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, if I found that out, shit.
Yeah, it's not good. How are you?
Good.
How are you holding up in the quarantine? I'm actually worried about you as your friend. I feel like every other status I see on Facebook is the most emo thing I've ever seen, and then it goes to trolling memes, and I'm like, well, he's either doing fine or he's getting close to ending it.
You know, it's like the variety is the spice of life kind of thing.
Sure. How are you hanging in there, though? Are you isolating? Are you staying at home?
Yeah. I'm like isolating, going out for the essentials and stuff like that, making the occasional excursion. But
What do you do what do you do for work right now?
I do like call center kind of stuff, but I do it from home, so it's just
Okay. So you're still able to work. That's nice.
They cut hours in half, but you know, unemployment makes up for most of that. It's all good.
Okay, so the reason I have you here and the reason I wanted to talk to you is this picture that you posted on Facebook of you cleaning and what is that, food savoring your money?
Yes.
Are you really doing that? Is that something you're doing?
Yeah, I mean, I did, yeah, just today.
So how much money is in each of those little packs?
So the twos, it's $42.
Okay.
It's 20s for the ones.
Okay.
And then it's 100 in the 20s.
Okay. So what happens if you need change?
It's for like round numbers. Like if I need change, we'll figure it out at the time. Somebody better have hand sanitizer or something. But like honestly, it's just having that around just to have it.
So where did you see this somewhere and decide to do it? Because I feel like this is insane, man. I'm just gonna level with you. It seems, I know that money is super dirty, but like, couldn't you get the same effect over just like soaking it?
Yeah, but I wanted the bills to be like nice.
Okay.
That's about it. You know, just when you hand with somebody too, like even if nothing happens out of all of this and every society returns to normal, if I just have these bills and they're like crisp, it's nicer in your wallet and shit like that. I don't know. And I'm bored. It's just like I'm sitting around like, well,
yeah, I
what am I
suppose
gonna
it's not
do?
like I suppose it's not like you're wasting like productive work time, right? I just like I hang out with people that are OCD sometimes, and like this is just another level. I saw this, and at first I was laughing, and then I was like, that's a good idea, and then I was like, this dude's fucking crazy. And then I was like, I gotta call him and have him on the show to talk about this because I don't even know how to break this down, man. You're food savoring your money.
I could keep like the 100 in the back of my truck though, like in a little spot, and it won't get dirty, and I can cut it open at any time, and have that money hidden
Right,
away.
but the plastic is going to get dirty.
So what?
So what's the point?
If the plastic's dirty, then like, if you're talking about the virus at that point. I'm just saying like the money won't get harmed if the plastic gets dirty. So like I can always like have the money if somebody doesn't give a shit about virus stuff.
Sure, but if somebody does, you can hand them and just be like, "Hey, man, this is fucking
Yeah, just be like, but every fucking hand
this is
sanitizer,
hermetically
this
this is hermetically sealed by me as I'm coughing at night. I'm probably fine. It's probably okay. There's nothing to worry. I mean, I don't know. Do you worry that this is like maybe a little bit insane?
I just thought it was fun. I just have the money to fuck around with, and I'm not gonna like run around with and spend it.
Well, why don't you just like give me some money then? Like you obviously don't need this. You're saving it for leftovers. I mean, I don't know. Why a food saver too? This is so like, and I'm not just trying to bust your balls. I mean, I honestly thought it was really weird and funny.
I wanted to see what I could do with the food saver too. Like the bills, when you hold like a stack of 20 of them, it feels like, picture like 2 millimeters thick of like gold, like super soft metal. It moves just like that when you move it around. It like
Sure.
stays folded and stays bent when you move it. It's really cool.
Okay.
I don't know. It's satisfying to hold. I can see why drug dealers like vacuum pack their money.
Yeah, dude, drug dealers love vacuum packing.
It's like the new band, just like fucking vacuum packed bills.
It's the new band. Is that better than the band COVID?
Yeah,
I love their hits, man. I love Face Mask. I love everything they did.
that sounds like a novelty band.
Oh, it was a novelty, and it was pretty damn cool. But it's, I mean, what other crazy prepper things have you been doing with stuff? Because I mean, there's no way you just started at money.
Oh, no, I don't know. I just have like everything planned out. It's pretty. I mean, I have a basic shit: a rifle, shotgun,
Sure.
48 rounds of each.
Are you still
basic stuff.
sharpening? Are you still sharpening knives?
I mean, I can. It's not like you lose that. It's like riding a bike. I'm thinking about. I'm gonna say like take 2 weeks off to see if like the mail shuts down, because I don't want to have customers like multi-$100 knives and stuff on me and like have the mail shut down and then be like, oh fuck, you're responsible for their bullshit.
But you could just wait till the knives get there and then just dip, because it'll be the apocalypse and nobody will know how to find you.
Yeah, but then I got a bunch of garbage. Like I can only carry so much fucking other people's garbage on me.
Sure. All right, well, that's all I really wanted. I just wanted to belittle you about your money.
Sounds good. You gotta belittle somebody about their money, I suppose.
Well, that's pretty great, man. I mean, it's just like I just can't even. It just doesn't even make sense to me, and I love it. I love that you love it. It's
like Pokemon cards. They're worthless, but then one day they might be worth something again.
But like, how many $2 bills do you have? Why do you have $2 bills that you're food saving?
I have 21, and they're all perfect.
So is this for your own collection? Because I see like you're like, what else have you vacuum savered? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Oh, you can do all kinds of shit.
Like what? What's the weirdest thing you put in your food saver?
Weed.
Okay, that's not that weird.
No, it's not. It actually, but like you can't put it in there straight in there, because if it's really dry, it'll turn it into just dust because it'll crumple it, and it'll turn it into like brick if it's like really just like sticky. So what you gotta do is you put it in a jar, and you put a jar in the bag and vacuum seal the bag with the jar inside.
Yeah, Motor City Dave. Yeah, we do need to kind of literally launder our money now to kill the virus. Like it stays on fabric for a long time. Like it's funny.
Well,
actually, I was giving him
porous.
that shit, but the plastic and cardboard, it lives on the least. But like metals, fabrics, like papers and stuff, like it's crazy.
And you can bleach plastic.
Can you? You can bleach it.
Well, I mean, you can put bleach on it. It's not gonna fuck it up. Like you
So
won't fuck up your
you're
bill.
saying plastic is the asshole of the material world.
Basically, yeah. Like
Well-
nothing really fucks with it too bad, except for acetone and stuff like that. Or like don't put your don't put your bills in a fire, it'll melt it all together and shit. But obviously, don't put your bills in a fire.
Alexa,
Anyway.
play Money, Money, Money. I just hope somebody's listening on speaker and that did something. I don't know that they are. So what are you going to do if it is the apocalypse? You're just gonna take your gun and just go into the woods?
Nah, I'm gonna hang out for a while.
Okay. You're here to party.
I mean,
because you want to be on the
There's gonna be-
forefront of that purging.
there's gonna be a bunch of people that off themselves and just leave their shit,
Yeah.
and you can get that pretty quickly and easily.
Uh-huh.
I've got like the ultimate, like ISIS has my truck as like their like iconic truck, so I know that thing will run forever. I can steal gas wherever. It'll run on whatever gas. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just like cruising around. I got to figure something out. Survive obviously is a prerogative.
Right. Well, survival is the first prerogative, right?
Right, but I mean like. There's so many resources like right here, right now, and so many people are going to be like immediately gone right away.
Oh
that there's
yeah.
going
I mean,
to
look
be,
at
like,
look
stuff
at we were
available.
talking about this earlier this week about how like look at what was gone from the stores in what order. You know what I mean? Like the toilet paper was gone, but then it was the ground beef. If you're stocking up for the long haul, like you should probably get the frozen beef because that's gonna last longer, type shit. You know?
Oh,
what I mean?
you could have got pallets of cans of soup.
Right. You could have got soup. You could have got. I stocked up on tomato paste. Like that was my
People
thing.
looked at-
You know?
Looked at me like I was crazy because I got a 24-pack of energy drinks and spaghetti sauce.
Yeah. People are idiots, man.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure
it's-
they weren't?
it's just-
Are you sure they weren't looking at you weird because of how your money was? I'm gonna put that back on the camera because that is just. I mean, this is like. For those of you just joining us, this man vacuum seals his money, so you know it's super virus free or whatever. If you would like vacuum money, do it yourself. Otherwise, go to Venmo and send money to Corey Adam Comedy.
You can
I really
actually
like-
pay
I
me
really
to
like
vacuum
how-
seal your money if you really want to. PayPal, Adam Edge Sharpening.
Whoa,
At
whoa, whoa,
gmail.com.
whoa, whoa, whoa! This isn't
You
your
pay-
time to promote you. You have a job that still works, asshole.
I charge 10%, $10 for every 100. I'll vacuum seal your bills.
That's a pretty good price, actually. Well, there
Yeah.
you go. There you have it.
Tremendous
If you want your fucking shit vacuum sealed, get out.
And ironed. I will iron it for you and steam clean it.
Did you
Well,
iron?
not
Did
steam
you,
clean it.
did
I'll
you
s-
iron that money too?
I ironed all of it, yeah.
God, you're such a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I don't know. I was drunk.
You're just fucking drunk. This is how Max parties. He's like, fuck, man, I'm drunk. Better iron some fucking money. And then it's like, oh, shit. That's the best money I ever ironed. I better fucking vacuum seal that shit.
But show it off. Put it up on the Instagram.
Better, yeah, dude. Like, this has got to be. I mean, people have got to see this. Like,
But here's the thing, though. You know how the iron can steam it, but I put cologne in the fucking iron.
why did you put cologne in the fucking iron?
Because now people will remember what my money smells like. Once they open that.
I mean, okay. So, Twitch has mixed reviews about you right now. One person says that they thought they hated you, but now they love you. One person says that they were afraid of you, but now they love you. So you're really winning people over here.
Well, good.
And I've got a real D-bag picture of you up right now so they can see who you are.
Well, that's good.
Energy drinks
I mean,
and
like,
spaghetti.
you can
That is
just, like,
a
say-
weird apocalypse meal. That is. Not as weird as vacuum sealing your fucking money, Max. It's fucking weird.
That's all right. I mean, vacuum sealing like condoms would be weird.
Have you ever vacuum sealed condoms? Don't lie to me.
Nah.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
I could.
Uh-huh. Could means
Actually.
have. Oh,
You
this
know
is
what?
this is
Like-
condom cologne. Mm.
Oh, I could set like a trap, like vacuum seal condoms in like a bunch of hot sauce. So like you gotta unwrap the condom, but it's covered in fucking hot sauce, and just leave that out for the apocalypse, just to fuck with like survivors.
You are maybe the biggest asshole I've ever met in my life, and I'm just really impressed. That's one of the most asshole moves. Like that's up there with like taking a cheese grater and grating someone's kid into their mouth.
You gotta dry them out though.
The kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking get a dehydrator or some shit, or it's the sun
A
or
Ronco
whatever.
ba-
Put 'em
okay,
on-
so you would
Oh.
dehydrate babies and then you would vacuum seal them?
You know those like metal slides back in the day? You got to get one of them in the fucking 90 degrees in the summer.
This is all alarming, and I hate every direction that this went. I regret everything, but keep being you, man. You're weird and wacky, and that's
Yeah.
vacuum sealing money's crazy. So that's all. That's all I wanted.
Crazy like a fox.
Yeah, Tovar said these are way better fucking survival tips. They kind of are, Tovar. You got to up your game. At no point did you say clean and vacuum seal your money. Mikey says, fuck that. Vacuum seal babies while still living. Jesus Christ, that's intense.
They already do they got a YouTube challenge where they do that with garbage bags and the vacuum.
Press F to pay respects to vacuum sealing babies. Nobody's doing it? Did I just lose you?
Oh, you could probably vacuum seal all kinds of shit.
Yeah, of course you could vacuum seal all kinds of shit. But yes, of course. Why, like, the worst. Oh, man. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh, man. I wish I had more
David,
money.
my buddy Dave said you should do a Twitch or YouTube on how to launder money. Yeah, but, like, that's the wrong kind of laundering.
Dude, I have a Bissell. I could do that.
You did do it. You did do it, Mikey. That's true. God damn it. Like, look at it. It's vacuum sealed money. And this is the guy that brought it to you. This is where we're at as a society, people. Do you want to ride into the apocalypse with money that smells crisp and like cologne? I think you do.
Yeah, it's $10 per $100 laundered.
It's pretty good. And where do they get
That's
a
a
hold
good
of you?
deal.
Tell them where to get a hold of you.
Just contact me at adamedgesharpening@gmail.com.
There you go. All right. And that's Adam like an atom, right? Not like the name Adam.
Like the part of a molecule.
So ATOM.
Yep.
Okay. Adam Edge Sharpening.
Yep.
All right. That is
At Gmail.
that is Max from Adam Edge Sharpening. I actually just hung up on him, but you know what? I don't really care. I don't feel that bad. Thank you for joining us. You fucking weird. Look at that. He vacuum seals his money. That is so fucking weird to me. That's like, and this picture's already weird. He's already a weird guy. He's a buddy of mine, but like, what the fuck is this? I don't even know how to break this down. Are you fucking kidding me with this right now? It's vacuum seal. Like, all right, we gotta breathe. All right. That's kind of going to be it for our guests. We're going to have Tovar back up here after this, but I wanted to share a couple of things before we get rolling. I know we're coming up on thing. Yeah, I know it's smart. It's still psychotic. Like, that's fine that you think it's great. I mean, that's great that you think that, but man, it's super weird. All right, let's do this here. Okay, we did our, let's see what we got to do. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to run real quick through stuff here as best as we can. We got coronavirus numbers, right? Cool. Everybody got this website from Dave yesterday. I'm going to post it in chat just for the people that weren't here. This is probably the most comparable thing I've seen as far as tabulating what the results are. That's really cool. But what I mainly wanted to show you is this. And this is super funny because this is kind of what I have been talking about this whole time with China. And Reason, one of my favorite magazines, recently posted a story about it. So that's super rad. So, you know what? I'm going to see what the fuck this is. I got put in, I don't know if this is happening to other people, but I got put in all these fucking groups that I don't care about. And then everybody just goes nuts about it all the time. And it's like, I don't know what the fuck. So we're going to mute that one. We'll just save for an hour. Goodbye. Cool. All right. And I told them, like, I'm recording, stop, and they just kept spamming me. It's like, ugh, nobody cares about your fucking conspiracy vids, bro. I mean, I usually do, but whatever. All right. So then let's go back here and here. So that link I showed you is the coronavirus stuff. But this is a pretty decent breakdown of what's happening with China and that doctor that we were talking about a little bit a couple days ago. So this is Reason. We're going to just watch
Li
this.
Wen Lang died at
Here we go. Boom.
Li Wen Lang died at 2:58 on February 7th, 2020. We deeply regret and mourn this. When Wuhan Central Hospital announced the death of the 34-year-old ophthalmologist on the social media site Weibo, there was an outpouring of sadness and anger in China. It was one of the first signs that something far more troubling was happening in the city of Wuhan than the Chinese government was letting on. When Wenlang had tried to alert his colleagues via WeChat that he was witnessing an alarming spike in respiratory illnesses, the local government forced him and 8 other people to sign apologetic admissions of rumor mongering.
This is China suppressing
and
them,
that
which we
was
talked
the
about.
beginning of a disinformation campaign by government leaders around the world that would help turn a crisis into a global pandemic. Chinese officials later assured the public they'd found no human-to-human transmissions of the viral pneumonia he'd posted about, and that the disease was preventable and controllable. In January, government officials shut down the food market where they suspected the disease had originated. 9 days later, a 61-year-old man who regularly shopped at the market became the first known fatality. But what government officials failed to tell the public was that his wife, who had never visited the market, also caught the virus, meaning that it was transmittable among humans. As the hospital ward filled and workers began to fall ill, China's politicians still refused to acknowledge for weeks that human-to-human transmission was happening, even staging a 40,000 family potluck in Wuhan and instructing hospitals not to use the words viral pneumonia on lung scan reports. As the death toll in China climbed, the national government pointed fingers at local authorities, and Wuhan's mayor said his hands were tied by a national law requiring approval from central authorities before declaring an epidemic. In late January, Li texted a New York Times reporter from his hospital bed that, if the officials had disclosed the information about the epidemic earlier, I think it would have been a lot better. There should have been more openness and transparency. Concerned for the need to better guide public opinion.
I'm going to go with what is duh, right? Like, of course, that's the hindsight of it, but this is important. Keep watching.
On the issue turned out to be President Xi's rationale for refusing to disclose human-to-human transmission for several weeks. In February, authorities jailed an activist who dared criticize Xi's handling of the crisis. A journalist reporting stories inside Wuhan critical of the government's response disappeared, as did a wealthy tycoon who publicly blamed the Communist Party's speech restrictions for worsening the spread. As the first U.S. patients began testing positive, the Trump administration downplayed the threat.
It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear. There's no reason to
That, can we all agree, no matter what you think of this virus or China, that clip did not age well?
panic because we have done so good.
Is it real? It absolutely is real. There's no question about it. But you saw the president the other day. The flu is real.
15 people. And the 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero.
They think this is going to be what brings down the president. That's what this is all about.
This is their new hope.
The lag in testing was, in fact, a failing.
I do think that a lot of the lag was political, and that's kind of the problem that we're in right now, is that they are politicizing this disease. Like this virus is a political opportunity for people, and they're going to use it. They don't give a shit. They're going to use it.
Do you take responsibility for that?
Yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all.
But there's also an enormous difference between a country that jails dissenting voices and the U.S. with its strong First Amendment protections. The media and political class have derided Twitter and Facebook for lacking adequate gatekeepers, but it was through these platforms that medical professionals, technologists, epidemiologists, and everyday citizens bypassed the media and the government to implore their fellow citizens to act. A Twitter thread from a member of a Seattle-based medical team that defied the CDC to run tests and discovered an outbreak in the city and sequenced the genome got the word out.
So now this is an interesting thing that I was not aware of, and I went back and looked into this, and this is absolutely true. But these people that were doing the genome studies in Seattle were actually thwarted by the CDC. There are people within the World Health Organization that are linked to China's government, and they're controlling things on the ground, and then we're controlling things because nobody wanted to admit they had it. It's like Tovar said in the survival tips. If you have it, the first thing you need to do is not tell anybody. I mean, this is what this comes down to. And early on, they didn't want somebody mapping the genome because you map the genome, you find out it's a thing, then you have to deal with it. And they didn't want to deal with it. Well, guess what? You have no choice. We're all fucking shuttered in. Some of us have no livelihood. You have to deal with this now. Fucking D-bags.
Out about the value of social distancing long before the federal government did. Yale social scientist and physician Nicholas Christakis explained the science of disease spread to further promote social distancing and self-isolation in threads shared thousands of times. On January 30th, technologist and
you know what?
venture
We should go back to
capitalist
that because that's
Baljeet
kind of funny.
and venture capital
Like,
On January 30th, technologists invented the science of disease spread to further promote social distancing and self-isolation in threads shared thousands of times.
okay, it wasn't shared thousands of times. It got 2,000 likes. It only has 875 retweets. That's not thousands of times, bro.
On January 30th, technologist and venture capitalist Balji Srinivasan asked on Twitter, "What if this coronavirus is the pandemic that public health people have been warning about for years?" And then began encouraging the cancellation of events, pleading for more early testing, and warning about the lack of reliable information coming out of China. He was critical of early media coverage that often downplayed the threat of the outbreak with facile comparisons to the flu, and flippant dismissals of companies in Silicon Valley that began taking precautions early.
Of course, this non-issue turned out to be very much an issue, and they weren't simply getting the story wrong, but they were actively attempting to shame and silence people getting the story right. And some of them, later insincerely apologized. Others wrote, columns about how they got
To say some of them apologized is almost just like intellectually dishonest, because it was a few people apologizing and not a lot.
the story wrong in a slightly more insincere way. And then once Trump started adopting their early talking points about how the virus was just the flu, several of them have reversed themselves and pretended, they've been taking it seriously all along.
As the government continues to stumble, the decentralized response has been forthcoming, with individuals voluntarily self-isolating after the flatten the curve chart was circulated widely on social media.
All of this government, all of this legislation, all of this, the hammer and the dance, flatten the curve, it comes down to us. This is why we're in a lot of trouble as a country and why we're in a lot of trouble as a world. A lot of people are not capable of self-governing.
Doctors in Seattle defied the federal government to test for COVID-19. States like Colorado implemented their own drive-through testing stations, and mayors and governors began taking extreme measures to protect the spread within dense city centers. But to keep the decentralized response going, information channels will need to remain as open as possible. To this day, dissenters in China are being muzzled or worse, and the Trump administration has classified several top-level coronavirus meetings. American social media is chaotic, confusing, and full of bad actors and misinformation. Wild speculation abounds, but that wild freewheeling conversation keeps us safer than a censored press, or even a free press controlled by professionals. The contagious spread of information, in a race against the contagious spread of the disease, remains a powerful weapon when confronting this global emergency.
All right, and that's Reason. Reason also has a really good article on this too, which I don't think I saved, but they have a really, really good article that anybody that wants to, I strongly recommend you go there and take a look. I mean, it's literally what I've been talking about for a while. So now we're going to go back and we're going to get Tovar's opinion on this, just because we couldn't get him on here with the audio. I don't know how to do audio at the same time off my computer and my phone, so this is the best we got.
Hi.
Hey, what up, buddy?
Much. I was just watching that video.
Yep.
You're on a delay, so I almost didn't see the phone ringing because I'm so enthralled by that video and just.
Yeah, go back and watch it. It's on Reason. It's like the second
well,
story.
I've read that whole
and they
article
have,
and stuff.
I
That was
can
a good- yeah.
I can actually I will put the article in the chat room just for people if that is something they're interested in, because it is funny, and it's actually interesting for me because this is what I have been trying to tell people for the last week and a half, and I keep getting told I'm a racist, and it's like, you can hate the Chinese government and not hate
That's
the
the most
Chinese
infuriating thing. I mean, there's people out there right now that that are like sending out notices that when they get sick, they're going to be spitting in the spray bottles and spraying down like black people's door handles and shit.
Yes.
Like, like that, like trying to figure out where the source of this disease came from and which government fucked us. That's not racism.
Well, but it's also not productive. Like, at this point, it doesn't matter. Like that's what I was trying to tell my buddy Aaron when we were arguing on Facebook the other day, is that because I still held that I thought China did this. I thought that they designed this based on that dude that died, his assistant, the way that China kept suppressing and kept lying about it, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, you just want it to be this and that. It's like, no, man, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was engineered or it came from there or it came from fucking – it doesn't matter if it came from here. It's happening.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing that maybe we'll talk about a little bit more tomorrow, is that there's a very good chance that we started it as a military weapon.
Yeah.
There is.
Did you read that article I sent you about that dude from Harvard?
Which one?
I sent you it in a text. You'll see it, but it's about the professor in Harvard that was arrested, and some of his colleagues as well, because they were helping China set up biolabs.
Oh yeah. No, I sent that to Joey a couple days ago. Like, yeah.
Okay,
I saw that one exactly, and that's the whole thing. Is that like it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird shit going on, and everybody was trying to downplay this because nobody wanted to be at the forefront of a new virus or a new pandemic. That's not anything anybody wanted.
Yeah.
But here we are. We fucking are. There's nothing we can do about it now. And this idea that China is somehow not implicit in this, I mean, if they didn't engineer it, fine. But it definitely came out of there, and they're definitely, the propaganda machine is going right now. And it's
well, you see that when you see those charts that Dave gave us yesterday. You know, when you see Italy's numbers versus China's numbers, and how much bigger China is, and how much longer they ignored the problem than Italy did, and you know that there's no way those numbers are correct.
Right, they can't be. They cannot be correct
based
on the
correct.
information
They
we
just
have.
can't be.
Right.
Yeah. So based on that information alone, it's very easy to deduce that nothing else that they're giving us is correct. You know, if you just go by the math.
Right. And this is very easy to prove or very easy to interact with, you know?
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, and that's the thing, is that you're not acting on emotion. I mean, that's what hate and racism is. It's when you act on emotion. This is you logically tracing back the steps.
Yes.
With other people who are reporting on the subjects to try and get to the bottom of who the hell fucked us. Because, like you said, a lot of people, including myself, have lost revenue over this. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad, and it doesn't matter. Like, it's like this fucking bailout bill that they're trying to put. Stop trying to put shit in there. Like, and I've seen Facebook in the last 3 days get as ugly as it possibly could with this shit.
You know what I will give Tim Walz credit for is that he opened up people like myself and people like you and people like my girlfriend to get some low interest loans if they need them.
Yeah, I mean, Tim Walz is actually. I'm not a big fan of him, but I feel like he is handling this as best he could.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what anybody else in any given. I mean, the fact that he's putting us in all these tentative lockdowns before everybody's going full lockdown means a lot.
Yeah. Well, and there's no evictions now in the state, which is huge.
Right. I mean,
because
it also sucks for property owners though, because now if you had like a deadbeat renter for 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
No, if you have a deadbeat renter for 2 or 3 months that like you were about to kick out because cold weather laws already prohibited that.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of owners of rental property where the person is going to be going on their 4th or 5th month of not paying rent, and there's nothing they can legally do.
I was thinking about this the other day. Nobody knows how much this sucks more than Midwesterners. Like this is going to be the winter that never ended for us.
Well, I actually think that's why it's going to be fine. I mean, it sucks that the weather's turning and it's nice outside, but all of us were already in winter hunker down mode. I would much rather this happen now than, like halfway through June, like when it's fucking prime lake time and everything,
Yeah, I'm still figuring out how to get on a jet ski.
Yeah, well, you better figure out how to get on the jet ski. You better figure out how to get me back my life vest, too, you piece of shit. Well, let me borrow this. I'll get it right back to you. Year later, nothing. Prick.
Well, I'll give it back to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Come
not
get
worried
it.
about it. All right, well, that's what I wanted. I wanted you to watch that video, and I have no way of sharing videos with like you on there. So.
Oh yeah, I get that. No, that's cool, man. That's crazy. That's
right. And
crazy.
I posted the link in there. You should click on that link and watch that because they wrote a whole article about it where they link to other stuff that they have. This is something that Reason has been, and I think it's interesting because my libertarian ties and my Reason.com frequency has led me onto this story. We're talking 8-10 years ago they were talking about this, and they've been talking about it nonstop because China keeps lying to everybody about shit that's going on in relation to pandemics. I mean, that's what the swine flu was. That's what SARS was. That's what this is. Yes.
China lies. China lies. Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a good one, buddy. Thank you so much. Tell everybody again what your screen name is on Twitch and where they can find your new show.
Oh, yeah. Tovarius_79. You've seen me commenting there. Instagram is Steven Tovar79, and you can find me on Facebook as just Steven Tovar.
All right. Well, that does it for Tovar tonight. Thank you so much for calling in, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can see me. I'm doing a show on Wednesday. Catch me on Instagram. So I'm doing a show with Alex Jaffe, 6 o'clock. Central, so come check me out, and I'll be on tomorrow night as well. So,
all right, have a good one.
Yeah, man. Bye.
All right, bye. So yeah, I mean that's the thing is that it feels really vindicating to watch a bunch of these sources come out and just say that. So we're going to run through. I had some news stories that we didn't quite get to, so we're going to run through that real quick. First and foremost is President Trump ordered a delay in October 1st deadline for a Real ID license. Now, if you bought a Real ID, this is probably mad to you. You're probably pissed because you paid extra for it. But if you're like me and you drug your heels on it because you have a valid passport, this is awesome. The deadline for Real ID is going to be gone. And Real ID is a Ponzi scheme, and I hated it, and I hate the idea of it. And I own a passport, so I was like, fuck that. So no big deal. The second one, and this one's really weird, but let's watch this. This really cracked me up when I found out about this.
Westminster Hall has been the setting for many great national occasions, but even the US Secret Service didn't know there was a secret passage in the wall behind President Obama. No one did, until Liz Hallam-Smith found evidence of the passage in some old documents, which led her to a tiny, long-forgotten keyhole in a wooden panel.
So we got the parliamentary locksmith, who tried and he tried, and eventually he managed to find a key that fitted, and he opened it up.
A secret door?
A secret door. So this is the passageway right through the walls of Westminster Hall.
Only one surviving image shows the doorway from the other side. Originally knocked through for the coronation of Charles II, it was bricked up again in 1851 and the passageway thought to have been filled in. In fact, the workmen had left the passageway along with a few personal details graffitied on the wall.
Tom Porter says he was very fond of old ale.
He liked to drink.
He liked to drink. They'd obviously had a party in here.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I mean...
It's funny, even the British's parties are boring. Like, oh, let's have a graffiti. Let's talk about how bad we party. Oh, yeah, I do dark ale sometimes. Woo-hoo.
Your watch, the House of Commons, is getting bigger and bigger, isn't it?
Absolutely. What else are we going to find? I think that's the interesting part, isn't it? I think there's so many more secrets and maybe a lot more graffiti as well.
Visitors to Westminster Hall
That
will
guy
still...
is creepy into graffiti. Did you see that? Like, he kind of looks like he's almost getting aroused by it. He's like, ooh, I think we're going to find a bit more.
Visitors to Westminster Hall
is getting bigger and bigger, isn't it?
Absolutely. What else are we going to find? I think that's the interesting part, isn't it? I think there's so many more secrets and maybe a lot more graffiti as well.
Visitors to Westminster Hall will still just see a wall here, but now we know that this bit isn't as solid as it looks. Carlton and News at 10, Westminster.
So yeah, there's a secret passage that nobody knew about. I thought that was pretty rad. And then this one I saved for last because this one everybody's going to love, but this is literally a place in Moscow towing away a Batmobile. Is there anything funnier than that? Pretty damn good. Like, Batman got his ass bat-towed. That's pretty rad. There we go. All right. That's pretty much all we had for today. I thought there was one other thing, but I don't remember what it is, so who cares? Yeah, thank you guys all for watching. That's super awesome. Yeah, isn't that funny? Like, fucking, I'm Batman. Okay, Mr. Bruce Wayne, we're gonna need you to step off the Batmobile. You fucked this up. What was the other one that I was trying to find? I feel like I'm missing one. I had another weird story, but I don't know. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to getting back to normality in this. Thank you guys so much for watching along with me. I love this shit. If it wasn't for you, I'd be losing my mind. I've been doing nothing but watching Tiger King, the Joe Exotic story on the YouTube. That shit's weird. Maya Erection. Oh, My Erection. Yeah, I get it. That's pretty good. I never even realized that. That is a pretty good name. Let's catch up with the My wife has a perfume allergy. Dick move. Yeah, well, good. I hope she gets fucking weird-ass vacuum-sealed currency from Max. That shit's crazy. Fuck China. Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong. Instagram, Steven Tovar. Yep, that's awesome. You're right, King Club. That is fucking awesome. The other thing is that these shows are getting a little bit easier. I want to make sure that I go through and fix a lot of this stuff because I don't like the look of it. Like, the aesthetic is like fine, and I really, when I started, it was mainly for the purpose of what can I do with this? It has to be usable, you know, because like I needed an intermission, I needed a stream ending, a stream beginning, a be right back, but I don't really like the color scheme. So, and we just got activated bit emojis. We got all the stuff that we can do to improve. This channel will be constantly changing. It will constantly be adding to it. It will be getting better. I also tonight am going to be streaming Witcher. I know I've said this for a couple days now, but tonight it's happening. Mikey better stay up because it's fucking happening. We are going to play some Witcher, toss a coin to our Witcher, as it were, and we're going to have fun. What a great show today. Thank you to everybody that called in. Thank you to everybody watching. Like, you guys are awesome. Like, that, it really means a lot. Thanks to Tovar for helping us deal with the survival facts. Thanks to fucking Max for being able to just go out there, and what a weirdo he is with his fucking money and fucking vacuum sealing. I mean, that shit's weird. Shout out to Johnny Crutches. Shout out to Adrian. I love you guys a lot. You guys are super rad. It's pretty cool. I'll be here when you're doing it. I don't know exactly when I'll be picking it up, but it's all installed. It's all ready to go. I have made spaghetti sauce that I've been slowly cooking all day today. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to just give a shout-out to Guar. David Brockie died. This is the anniversary of his death. So, you know, let's fucking really get some Guar going. Like, if you have time today, you still got an hour and a half. You can pop in, and you can pop in some Guar, and it'll just be fucking great, you know? I mean, let's see if we got some Metal Land. Boom. Let's do this. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure
Google Fi,
that we had
a phone
some fucking
plan by Google.
ads. No, I didn't
want
want any
coverage
ads.
that goes where you go.
Blah, blah,
Stay connected
blah,
abroad.
ads. Nobody cares. I wanted to make sure that today, on this anniversary, that we did a little bit of Guar. Also, Mikey, we will get around to a music episode. Hear it. Yeah. Yes. That's right, baby. Fucking guac. I better stop that before I get a copyright violation. But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's yeah. Thanks for Out for thoughts for watching. I know that you've been here most nights. Thank you for the bits. I really do appreciate it. And again, thanks to everybody who donated to Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo. Thanks to everybody that's giving bits here, and just thanks for the support in general. I know that a lot of you migrated here from Steel Toe, and I know that this isn't a professional show yet. I mean, I'm not really sure how to do what I'm trying to do yet, and I'm just learning, you know, like Tovar is going to be on here doing the same thing. You got to just, at some point, the hammer falls and you just have to go. You have to pick a direction and you have to go. Comedy is not what it used to be, so now I have to be here making live web content, which is fine. I actually thought that this would be a little bit harder for me to budget in and get ready for, but the reality is I think that this makes everything better for me. I mean, it's absolutely nuts how much I miss interacting and entertaining people. And just knowing that you people are here and that I can entertain you is super cool. I mean, that's a really fun thing to know for me, because otherwise I'd just be sitting here again. I'd be sitting here bored out of my mind. I appreciate that. Thank you. And, you know, it's the reality is this show is going to do whatever it's going to do. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know which direction it will go. I don't know where it will end up, but I know this is where it is now. And I know that that's okay. I know that that's just what it's going to be, I guess. I mean, it's our wrap-up time, but I mean, it's really cool to see everybody come together and help me out, and I really do appreciate it. And I'm glad that I'm able to give you guys some kind of fun distraction while we're all just stuck here interacting with shit. I just don't know. I don't know how this is going to go, you know? Yeah, I mean, I've had to. I mean, it's like death by fire, you know? There's no way that I can't come a long way, you know? Like, you have to just do what you do, you know? You got to go forward. You got to try to find some different way to reach out and grab people to entertain. And you know, seeing a lot of you here day after day really means a lot to me, because again, I don't know I don't know what else I could do. And this is what I love doing. I love entertaining people. I love talking shit. I love doing all this shit, but I just don't know where the niche going forward is for this as a society. You know, where are we going to end up? What's next week going to look like? I have no idea. Maybe putting all this effort into this channel is the wrong move, and next week we'll be at a point where, you know, it's martial law and the internet goes down and there's nothing. And then that's something that we will have to deal with, because that's just how it goes. But until then, I mean, the least I can do is try to give some kind of content, some kind of honesty, and just let people be there to experience whatever I'm going through, you know, whether it's good, bad, or awful, you know, whatever. I look forward to watching this shoe advice. Oh, yeah, I mean, let's hope so. I mean, it should be going forward. The next thing that I'm going to do, and I'm going to try today, like today, the big thing I was working on was trying to make the desktop audio, so the people calling in, able to be heard over my mic, because I went back and I listened to the one on YouTube, and the real problem I saw was that the levels just weren't what they were supposed to be. The callers were way too loud, and I was way too loud, and the callers were way too low. And then when I adjusted, it went to the exact opposite. So I think this microphone is going to be a little, like, the microphone's really sensitive, whereas a lot of people don't have good mics. They're just using their headset, or they're using whatever they have on them when they call in. So, and I also want to get to where we're obeying this, like, schedule thing. You know, we've got a pretty cool schedule, little app there, but I don't know. It's kind of, I didn't know when we were going to do this time-wise. I didn't know when it would fit in. I didn't know any of that, but here it is. I mean, I guess it's just in the evenings, whenever, you know, 7:30 to 10:30 seems to work. And another thing to mention too is that starting yesterday, which means today as well, I will be taking the recordings from these shows and I will be putting them on YouTube. So if for whatever reason, you know, a friend that doesn't know Twitch wants to see it, doesn't know how, you can go to Corey Adam Comedy on YouTube, and all of these episodes will be there. Right now I'm just calling it Corey Adam Live on Twitch, but I might eventually get a name for this show. I might not. I don't really know. Again, we're just kind of doing, you know, I've never had a show where I was in charge, and I've been a second mic on a show for 2 years. I've been guesting on radio shows, probably 8 years. I mean, comics go on radio shows all the time, but having to be the person that formats what you talk about and the subjects and stuff, it gives me a lot more respect for the people out there doing it. The No Jokes show? What? There are jokes, though. That doesn't make any sense, Matt. You really need to get out there and write more, man. Your writing hacks are fucking, it's getting bad, bro. It's getting bad. You gotta get out there and stretch your legs or whatever, because that's how it goes. But yeah, I think that this is gonna grow into something cool. And I it's so cool to see people here, and the numbers grow. We get up 20, we get down. It goes up and down, and it goes here and that. Oh, my album? Yeah, I know my albums. I've got No Joke 2, and I've got Jokes, and then also I have an album called Jokes on Ice, which should be released. Who knows? I mean, it was supposed to be scheduled for April or late March, but guess what? I feel like that's not going to happen. So that's kind of where we're at with that, I guess. But, you know, this is the new era. We got to figure out how to recombine our society, because this coronavirus isn't going away. And I feel like after about a week of lock-in, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, this is the peak of it. We're not even in. We haven't even hit the peak. This is about to get way worse. And the way that we connect, the way that we interact, the way that we joke, the way that we take in entertainment, all of this shit is changing in front of us. And that's kind of the reason why I'm here. I'm also here so you can send money to Corey Adam Comedy at Venmo or PayPal or bits on Twitch or whatever, because I'm just trying to get some kind of income. I can't do comedy. I can't wait tables. These are not options allowed to me anymore. I would love to do them, but it's just not really in the cards for now. You know, who knows? Maybe this is a 2-week thing, and I get a call from all the people I've been booking on, and they're like, you know what? You're awesome. We'll have you back. Let's fucking do this. And my book fills right up. But I'm not going to wait around for that. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do this for however long I have to. And I'm going to find out and try to edge on to whatever the next level of stuff is going to be, because that's what's important to me. And all of your feedback, obviously the haters come in like, oh, he's boring, this and that. That's fine. I'm not listening to that. But the people that are here that are really like interacting and stuff, you guys make up the base of this. Tovar, you're in here every night. And you're fucking giving stuff there. I appreciate that shit. I appreciate all of you guys. And, just thank you. Stay safe out there. Don't lick any doorknobs. I know there's challenges out there where people are licking doorknobs, but that's not smart. And that's not what you should be doing. We need to hunker down. We need to make sure all of this is just what we are now, because in the coming days and weeks, who you have as your friends in your community will be huge. Can you fill out the information on here other than ways to support you? What information do I not fill out? What should I fill out? What do you want me to fill out? I don't know what you're asking. What information? Right. What information? What do you want me to fill out? I asked you. And fuck you, Run Out of Thoughts. Typing an arrow up at a comment that I already addressed. Shut it. Jerks. Let's see. I'll wait. I know he's typing. Type, taparoo. Tippity tap, tippity type, tippity type. Okay. Below the screen, you can post Instagram, etc., etc. Oh, where? Below the screen. Oh, down there? Well, I have it filled out on these starting screens, right? Like, it's all right there. That's weird. Oh, yeah, right there. That's Instagram and stuff? Okay. On the bottom? Everything is Corey Adam Comedy. Everything. Venmo, PayPal. It's all there. But, yeah, no, the information is there, right? That's weird that it's not, but it's not on this screen specifically, huh? Weird. Okay, see, yet another reason why I don't like this. This format right now works right now. It allows me to, rotate around and do the things I need to do with this camera and this computer. But, yeah, that's weird because I have all that information logged. Notice how it's right here. It's up here, too. I don't have the schedule, but I even entered in to be announced on some of the shit. Oh, weird. It didn't carry over there either. That's fucking weird. Okay, well, all right, see? I didn't know that. I will work on that. That is one of the things I will address. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for listening. We do this every day, I guess, unless I decide not to. But I don't really see that happening. So thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow probably.
Our town, a microphone, a bomb is hit. He did supper fools and he never took no lip.